Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the Nocturnal Nerdcast, the number one late night pop culture in the dark fandom show of all time in the history of the world ever created by anybody under the sun. I am your host, Eric, and I am joined, I think, by 3Dub over here. Are you there, 3Dub?
Yeah.
Okay. I never know. Sometimes you have your camera on, sometimes you have it off, so I don't know if you're there or not sometimes. We should have some other people arriving. I think some other people are showing up tonight, so we will see when they get here. Let me make sure both channels are on. Both channels are on. They are. Hello, everyone in the chat. What's going on? Roger's here. Hello, Maddie. South Texas Shark is in here. Justin Shields in the house. Fetman, Jaybird, yours truly. Raid is here. Mr. Strange says, would it be great if you talk about the Fantastic Four and the bad faith discourse that's been going on about its box office performance? We do have some Fantastic Four stuff to talk about. We might get to that at some point. The main topics tonight are going to be, we're going to talk about Supergirl. We have a poster to look at, and I kind of want to talk a little bit more about Supergirl from Superman. We're going to talk a little bit about Legend of Zelda. There was a casting for that, and see what people think about that. And then a bunch of other various topics. I have a bunch of things bookmarked. But before we get into that, 3Dub, how are you doing? How has your week been?
Doing good. I do have to mention that I'm going deep sea fishing on Tuesday next week, so I'm going to have to be up at 3 in the morning, so I probably won't make the Monday stream.
This upcoming Monday.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you meant the week after, this
the
upcoming
22nd.
Monday. Gotcha. Hey, what's up, Short Car? I'm also going to let me go into Discord now and do this. The link expired, but I'm going to redo it for the Discord server. Here we go. Invite people. All right. 7 days. Reminds me of the freaking what is it? The Grudge. 7 days.
Yours truly was like, I don't imagine 3Dub being a fishing type. Oh, I'm a fishing type.
Oh. Well, there we go. So I'm going to go in the community tab right now and post it. Discord link for channel members. All right.
The biggest one I caught was basically in the tuna fish family.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
Though it was out of season, so it was poisonous. But
okay, so it's a good time to talk about it. I love when people ask questions about things I want to talk about. When's the Discord server releasing? The Discord server is already out, but until the 1st of August, it is early access for channel members. Doesn't matter which channel you are on. If you are on the Reloaded or the Debunks channel, you have early access to this. Let me go ahead and post it over here. Wait, hold on. Let's see. All right, let's do it for this one over here. Copy the link. Invite people. Copy. All right, so Discord server link for you folks. So no matter which tier you're on, you can get this link, and it'll be like that until August 1st. So go down here, open up Discord over here, grab the link over here. Oh, Darren has arrived. Darren is here. What's up, Darren?
Your mic's a little off.
Is it?
Oh, now it's back. Maybe it's because you're away from it or something, or it was connecting.
Might just be my voice. I woke up from a 20-minute cat nap.
Oh, were you streaming?
I was this morning, but no, I was like, all right, I have 40 minutes to get a couple minutes of sleep before I stream for a couple hours.
All right.
A couple.
All right, so here's the deal with the Discord server. I have to reiterate this for the rest of the month until it becomes totally public. Mm-hmm. Right now, it is for channel members only and people who are in the shows here. So all the folks that show up in the show here are on the Discord server. They're mods over there, so be nice to them. And anyone that is a channel member of any tier, so even if you pick the lowest tier, which is like $2 a month, you can still get the link to the Discord server. At the end of the month, on the 1st, it will go live for everyone, but at that point, it will be much harder to assign names for people. So if you're a channel member, you can come in right now and say, hey, I'm from the Debunks channel, I'm from the Reloaded channel, and we can assign your badges that way. So there we go. Hold on, can I go to the chat? Also tonight, we're going to be covering, I think, 3 of the things that you guys had voted for. So we're going to do that tonight. However, I am holding off on some of them because I mentioned it in our chat earlier. Once we get beyond Fantastic Four, we might not have a lot of news for stuff. What was that?
Automatic video playing. Somehow.
We might get to a point where there's not a lot of news for stuff. I would say probably in the September-ish area, it's probably going to be a little bit slow. Maybe some trailers and things like that. So we're going to start stockpiling like poll results. So whatever you guys are voting for, I might do multiple ones. Like, so we might do like, if we reach the tier early, we'll do the poll early, then we'll do another goal, and then we'll do another 4 of them so we can stockpile them. So if you want to do that on the Reloaded channel, we have a super chat of any tier, 10 of them. If we reach that goal, I will do a poll, and we might do a secondary like 5 super chat goal or something like that to do another poll. So Justin here says, Eric, did you see the late night news? Yeah, Stephen Colbert's late show is ending next year. Like they're just not renewing it.
Yeah.
I don't think it says a lot about like Stephen Colbert. I think it's just the way people consume media now. I think that's really what it is. I think we have reached a point where this is how people consume like talk show content is on social media and stuff.
Yeah.
So tuning in at like 12 o'clock at night on your television to watch something with like regular commercials and things like that, I just don't think people do that anymore.
Like the landscape has changed for those kind of shows, and I really noticed it. I don't know if you've seen any of the like Taylor Thompson like late night show that's came out over the last year, and that show specifically, I don't know how much you've seen of that, and I haven't seen much, but that show is specifically formatted to clip into like TikTok shorts and YouTube videos.
Yeah.
It's very like segment based, and it's very clearly turned into these like 3-minute little TikToks. And like I do feel like that's the only one right now that's kind of made that shift because
is she the comedian that's starting up? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I like her.
Me too. Yeah.
She's funny.
Yeah. I would say that right now certain networks are probably going to play ball with the government and other ones are not. People say political. I don't think it's just political. I think it's more socially political. Like it's about how people feel and vibe with stuff, and they're trying to like control that. But the thing is, it's one of those things where those are outdated anyway. I think like media in that market was already struggling. Yeah. We know that news in those markets are struggling. People primarily, I don't know about you guys, I primarily consume all of my news from YouTube and like news apps. Like I don't watch TV for news and things like that. I think it is sort of telling that people are moving away. So we're going to watch the Mortal Kombat teaser as well. We'll watch that. I do have it on the tab over here. So I wouldn't get too... Look, I know people are going to be upset about it because they think that it's like the government controlling things or whatever. It's a rubber band situation. If those types of shows want to survive, they need a bigger social movement behind them. And I just don't think these shows have them, really. Unless they're doing what Darren was talking about, which is like combining worlds together, like being able to blend media together. And I mean, I feel like also, is it just me? And maybe it is just me, but I think that talk shows in general are kind of over.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that world generates the kind of views and interest it used to back in the day. Jake has arrived.
Yeah, it has to like there has to be a gimmick. Like, like I said before, like the only ones that are really surviving are the ones that are catering to these new. Like I think it was the like Jennifer Hudson show recently. Like they've been doing very well because they've been doing. I think it's them, but they had that whole like dancing trend that they do at the start of like each show where they like the like celebrities will like dance their way into the video, and like that's a big TikTok thing. So that's how they're. Yeah. So like stuff like that are very targeted, more of the like, and let's be honest, it is a lot of more, not necessarily all Gen Z, but at least like, I guess like Gen Z coded that are like very much like in the brain of what's currently popular and what's currently going. I think a lot of these late night hosts are in their 40s, 50s, sometimes 60s, and they're sometimes I think a little bit out of touch with what
those trends are getting more traction than the shows that they're based around
100%.
these days.
Yeah.
Cody with the $5 super chat. So he called out the Skydance merger and Paramount with Trump. Yeah. So that whole thing is disgusting in general. CBS, which is part of the Paramount umbrella, they're in a weird situation because it's kind of like the HBO situation in a lot of ways with Discovery. They are a classic company where they just weren't able to make the revenue they were before because they made a lot of bad business decisions with streaming services and not putting out content that resonates with people that are watching TV and things like that. And they made a lot of bad decisions. And so they have pretty much capitulated in order to make this merger happen. So I understand that's why he said something. But at the same time, look, I think this is obviously it's bad what they did, but I also think it's a changing landscape of media. Like, I think it's a combination. They could justify it because look, if his show were pulling in big numbers for them, they would not have canceled it.
Right.
Nope.
They wouldn't have. They would have said, well, we're going to figure something out, right? But no, the thing is, it was probably already suffering in views and things like that. It wasn't resonating, and they thought this is the perfect opportunity to move on and do something else. But they're not replacing it with anything. As far as I know, they're just canceling the late show altogether.
Yeah.
So that tells me that it was underperforming because otherwise they would just find another host.
Get someone else, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, we had another super chat here from Maddie, $4.99 super chat. I know you said you were looking into getting people to be able to send voice notes for streams. SneakPipe is a good platform for that. SpeakPipe. Let me write that down. So I have it.
You're tired, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna have fun tonight. Hopefully, you're gonna wake up here in a moment.
Hopefully, I will. Yeah.
We should have a drinking game every time Darren yawns. We should.
Oh no!
That won't be good.
I actually have drinks in my house because we have like a full like stock bar. That would be bad.
I'm
thank you for
the today. I just left my job and getting ready to start a new one. So.
Oh really?
Let's go.
So you did get a new job?
Yeah, I already had another one lined up.
That's awesome.
Is it similar or something new?
It's similar.
To quote Deadpool, let's fucking go.
All right. I'm going to close Discord because it always
and to quote Wolverine,
StreamYard
fucking jokes.
Crash too much. I've been having the issue. I'm having to stream in 720p tonight because for some reason StreamYard has been freezing for me at 1080p, which is weird for me because OBS works at 1080p and Riverside, this other app that I'm using, works at 1080p. But for some reason, StreamYard freezes up on me at 1080p, and I don't know why.
For me,
it's not StreamYard that's been messing up for me. It's been Twitter. Like, I'll try to access it through there, and for some reason, Twitter just doesn't want to pull up on my computer. So I'll have to, like, go into our group chat here on my phone and then, like, email myself that link and then have to go in through it that way. It's like, I don't know.
I do have, in our Discord, there is I was going to mention this. There is a channel for moderators. So if you've got a moderator tag or a watcher tag, there is a private chat in there for us to use. So if that's easier for you, I can send it in the private chat as well, if that's easier for you to get to.
It probably would be if Twitter is going to keep acting up.
I mean, if you do that, I can just switch to Discord 24/7.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this is my laptop for work. People mention this is my actual like DJing laptop. So
yeah, 1080p for me is basically messes with my Wi-Fi. So basically, it says it's unstable.
The weird thing is I did a bunch of troubleshooting the other day. I spent like almost 2 days trying to figure it out, like why it was doing that. And I'm like, I don't get it. It's freezing up, all these other things. And I went to several sites and it was working fine. I could stream 1080p to Twitch. I could stream 1080p everywhere. But for some reason with StreamYard, I can't. It gives me the low signal and it freezes. It's really weird. Jose said no hat today, Darren.
I could.
By the way, Jose, yeah, you do have a badge. I remember giving you one last time we were streaming. Lone Wolf with a member chat here for 56 months. Thank you for your support, Lone Wolf. Any thoughts on Odyssey selling out a year early? Are tickets already on sale?
It's for a special screening. Yeah, it's like a special screening or whatever. I forget what it is though. It's like not normal seats. It's like what is it?
I forget the exact term they're using.
Can I tell you guys? Okay, I saw something today that I had to double check. We went to get our Fantastic Four tickets today, and the theater was pretty packed. So we were lucky to get our 2 tickets. My local theater now lets you do like pay over time movie tickets, like. Like Klarna and Affirm.
I was
and
about
all
to
that.
say Klarna, it sounds like.
And I was like, wait, really?
I sent you that link, Eric, in the private chat.
I was like, pay over time for movie tickets?
That's kind of like genius, in my opinion, for like if you want to have like 2 families like go to the movie theater together.
Yeah.
It's like basically bring.
I don't know. I've never seen that before. So
that's probably for like the big families. People.
I actually do it for.
Like
I actually do it for IMAX basically because I don't want to pay for the full amount.
Well, I know if you have PayPal will let you do like pay over time as well now. So tickets for select IMAX 70mm screenings of Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey are nearly sold out after just 1 hour. Some people are also already trying to resell their... I knew that was going to be... I pretty much knew it was going to be scalping going on because it's so far away in time. That's pretty crazy.
As long as it's not like $1,000, then...
I
mean...
They try to $50 for tickets insane.
Yeah. All right, so the South Park creators, a $5 super chat from Silhouette Animator. The South Park creators raised the minimum wage to $30 at their Casa Bonita restaurant. How do you feel about that? Heard mixed thoughts on it. I mean, it's their business, so they can pay their employees whatever they want. But I will say this, mathematically, at least where I live, I can't speak for the rest of the country, it is impossible to work a 20-hour-a-week job, sometimes even a 40-hour-a-week job, on minimum wage and afford everything you need to afford.
Yeah, in Florida, basically, if you work at McDonald's and they pay you minimum wage, they will cut your hours because of labor costs and stuff.
What would be the controversy about this? Wouldn't this be good?
I mean, it's their business. I mean, I guess the only controversy would be like they could say, why are they doing that? It's making people be lazier. It's always a stupid argument like that. As long as they're doing it with no strings attached, I don't see an issue with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
but then that's the question.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, hard workers getting paid more is always a good thing. Like that's a weird.
I mean, I don't know if you guys realize this, and I'm not going to turn this into a soapbox thing or whatever. Maybe I will. Where's my soapbox at? The cost of living has gone up over the last 30 years, but the minimum wage has not.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense. It's making people work harder and longer hours
for less.
And I'll add on to that. The housing market has gotten completely fucked to where you have these houses and apartment complexes that are being bought up by big corpo left and right, who are turning around and then making them rental only property.
Not just that, companies that aren't even in the United States. A lot of them are overseas companies.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
I didn't know they had a restaurant.
Yeah. The beautiful island.
For them.
But yeah, I luckily I'm paying on a house that I own. You know what I mean? I'm paying to own it. And I'm really lucky because my area that I live in now, there are apartments that cost the same as my mortgage, which is
crazy.
I can't even begin to imagine that. Like, unfortunately, the cost of our mortgage went up by like, I think $100 last year. But this isn't a stream for that, so we're not going to get too much into it. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. All right. Lone Wolf coming in with a $5 super chat. August may be a quiet month, but I got Dexter Resurrection to hold me over till Gen V Season 2 in September. Well, we also have Peacemaker as well.
I mean, I kind of disagree that August is a quiet month. Like, it may be quiet for movies.
And Eyes of Wakanda, too.
Yeah, like obviously, like movies you have, like, Bad Guys 2, Freaky Friday 2, which were both, like, you know, whatever. But yeah, you have Peacemaker, you have Wednesday Season 2, you have Eyes of Wakanda, you have Alien Earth. Like, in terms of TV, it's kind of packed. Dexter goes on until the end of September, so there's
I'm actually, so I'll be honest, I'm kind of happy for me of getting like a movie break in August because I've spent so much money on movies in July. And I actually think, I thought about this the other day, and I'm glad we're even talking about this now. I'm like, maybe that's why they chose to not put a bunch of movies out in August, because they knew that July was going to bleed people dry for movie tickets.
Those are going to do, like, I'm really excited to see how these big movies crawl through August and September a little bit, because both are pretty slow. Like, September, there's nothing at all. Right there, it is dry for movies. So I'm really going to be curious. Like, we have to keep an eye on Superman, Fantastic Four, Smurfs, weirdly enough, Elio, because those are the movies that are like, okay, which one is going to consistently see? Jurassic World, same thing. Which one is going to keep getting that stuff? How long are these going to stay in theaters? Because I think it is going to be a waiting game. Who's going to pull their stuff out first?
Yeah. Now, September is going to be very dry, like you said, but then I feel like it's going to be reinvigorated a little bit with October, because we're getting Mortal Kombat in October, which we did just get a trailer for. So.
And Tron Aries and a couple other stuff too. Yeah.
I have little to no desire to watch that movie.
Which one? Tron Aries?
Me neither.
Well, there's a trailer for it, but I'm thinking because isn't it WB?
Disney.
If it's Disney, they usually don't claim trailers, so we might take a look at it. But there is 9 Inch Nails music in it, so that might be a problem.
I would imagine so. Yeah.
Silhouette Animator with a $2 super chat. The Sandman Season 2 Volume 2 this month. Yeah, we watched Volume 1 already. I'm enjoying it, but I'm not sure how they're gonna, because they knew the series was ending, so I'm curious how they're gonna wrap it up at the end. I mean,
what'd you get to drink there, Jake? What'd you get to drink there?
Vanilla latte.
Oh,
for me, it's Prime Blue Raspberry.
So where are we at here? Jake, I was telling people, since we're going to have such a dry spell, if we hit our first goal tonight early, I will do the poll early, and I'll start a second goal for another poll.
Okay.
So where we're at right now, we're 6 out of 10. So if we get the other 4 of those in the Reloaded chat before the timer runs out, I will go ahead and run the poll immediately and start another goal, so that we will have 2 things to choose from tonight.
Do you already have the options pre-selected, or
no? But if you want to suggest stuff, go ahead and drop it in the private chat now.
I'm
gonna go grab some coffee. I'll be back.
Okay.
I got to think about what hasn't been done.
Yeah. All right. Silhouette Animator with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Says Sandman Season 2 is really good so far, and it's sad that Gaiman is such a piece of shit. And to put a dark cloud over the show. Also, no chance of a Nazi Boys release. Yeah, I like, we talked about it when we were sitting around watching this second season. We're in love with the show and the characters, so we're gonna finish it out. But yeah, all the news about him, I don't think there's gonna be, if there's any more of his stuff put out live action or whatever, and we don't like go back to whatever the allegations were, I don't know how comfortable people are going to feel watching his content anymore. And I know there's not been a lot more said about it, but that's kind of weird, to be honest, that it just kind of disappeared. And we have a super chat from Naruto here. $5 super chat. You watched the MK2 trailer today. I have it on the tab. So we have a couple trailers to watch as well. Because most of our big subjects, we're not going to spend a ton. We've got the Supergirl poster. I want to talk a little bit about Zelda, but I knew we were going to move through those quickly. So we also have three of the things that you guys voted for tonight. So we're going to be doing those as well. So
I'm excited for that movie.
Which one?
I loved the first Mortal Kombat. So
oh, yeah.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, we're going to watch it tonight. But thank you for the super chat. So we are now 7 out of 10. So 3 more, and we will go ahead and do the thing. Do the thing we do. Stranger Things Season 5 teaser trailer. When did that come out?
Was it Wednesday? No, it wasn't yesterday, was it?
It was either Tuesday or Wednesday. It had to be because we were live on Monday.
Yeah, no, I think it was Wednesday, actually.
Okay. All right, guys, remind me when we get to the first trailer that we're going to watch, remind me about the other trailers so we can watch them as well.
So Mortal Kombat, Stranger Things, and what else?
There was another one that somebody mentioned, right? Wasn't there another one?
Was there?
Tron Aries was the other one.
Tron, okay.
I don't even know if we're going to watch that, though. I mean, we can if the chat wants to see it, but I don't know. I did not see the episode lengths for those. For Stranger Things. Silhouette Animator with the $5 super chat. I'm curious how dark they'll go with The Boys Season 5 and how ugly the world is. Me thinks a few steps behind a Serbian film. Please do not Google Serbian films.
Please don't.
Please don't. Please don't. But yeah, I don't know what they're going to do because the real world is so fucking crazy. I don't know how they're going to top it, to be honest. But we will see. Because I actually think that they're ready to end the show. I feel like they know that the extreme stuff can only get so extreme for them before it starts to become sort of a parody of the show itself. So we'll see where it goes. But I know we've got Gen V, and then we have the other spinoff, which I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one about Soldier Boy. The boys, what was it called?
And apparently it's almost done filming or it's about to start.
I forget what it's called. The boy
Chat,
chat, remind me what it is. I am brain farting on that one because I know there was supposed to be The Boys Mexico, but I haven't heard anything else about that one. Vault Rising, that's it.
Vault Rising. Oh,
that's it. Vault Rising. Yeah, there is a Pixar movie called Hoppers. I saw that. Silhouette Animator with a $5 super chat says Manucci definitely going to be in the Punisher special. By the way, I think they're either getting ready to film that or it's coming up early next year. I can't remember what I read. Are they filming it now or because when does that special come out? It comes out next year, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know that 3Dub is waiting for that one for sure.
Yep.
So Eric here,
before they whitewash him completely on Spider-Man.
Right.
Here are a couple options that are private chat if you want to use these.
All right. We are 11 out of 10. So hold on to super chats for a second so I can reset the poll or reset the super chat goal. And then we're going to do the poll. So pause. If you've got a super chat and you're typing it out right now, just wait. I'm going to start the goal over again. We're going to do 5 this time at any tier.
Is that a Wanda shirt?
It's Black Widow.
I could not tell.
Black Widow Funko.
Nice.
I did get my Smallville Funkos finally.
Did you?
I also got the new Superman and Lois Funkos too.
All right. So what we're gonna do is
the ones I got while I was gone. Did I show the Funkos I got while I was gone, Eric?
No.
No. But you can show them now if you want.
Sure. Yeah. 1 second.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we did have a super chat from I think it was Naruto that mentioned a suggestion. We'll add that one in as well. It says here from Naruto, $5 super chat. I have a poll option for you. Top 5 overused Arrowverse characters. All right, we'll toss that in. Matter of fact, if you guys want to super chat and just suggest things for the next poll, you can if you want. Top 5 overused Arrowverse characters. We'll put that in there.
Would it be called a fan poll if fans suggest?
Yeah, I mean that's fine. That's fine. At least people can ask what they want me to put in there. Oh, this one's good. Favorite top 5 video game franchises? That's a good one.
Okay, so what ones were you deciding to use?
And I'm gonna do one of my own.
All right. Yeah, I've got those whenever you're,
All right,
or
hold on.
have the things over here whenever you're done.
All right. So the poll is up. These are the choices for the first poll. The new goal is established of 5 super chats at any tier for the next one. This is going to be top 5 overused Arrowverse characters, as suggested by Naruto here. Top 5 video game franchises, which was one of Jake's. Worst live action hero villain suits, which was also Jake's. And then mine was favorite villain deaths in movies.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to pick our top 5 favorite villain deaths in movies. So, and then we'll change it up for the next one if we hit it. So we also had another.
These things here.
Yeah, let me finish this. We got one more super chat, and then you can show them off.
Cool.
And I know Darren went to make coffee, so he'll be back in just a moment. Silhouette Animator with a $5 super chat says, I hope they bring in Barracuda too somehow, maybe working for Manucci as our main enforcer. I have very high hopes for the Punisher show because it is street level. It is just his show. And I want the vibe from the first season. I didn't really care too much for the second season. I love the first season of Punisher. So
I don't think the second season was bad. It was just not season 1.
It would be crazy if this presentation leads into either Deadpool 2 or Spider-Man. Now that I think about it.
What the fuck would it have to do with Deadpool?
No, Punisher. I said Punisher. It would be cool if this presentation would lead into
Spider-Man,
Daredevil, and Spider-Man. So why did I say Deadpool?
Yeah.
I wanted R. I want Spider-Man R-rated. That's why. Okay.
So Maddie is giving a $1.99 super chat. Top 5 after party streams. Oh my god. Okay, we'll put that in the next one. If we reach the goal, that'll be on the next one. $5 super chat from Silhouette Animator, and then we're going to look at your toys and jump into the first topic. Well, they're toys, right? They're figures. Rewatch Batwoman. Some recently. The drama in it is surprisingly well done, especially the stuff with August Cartwright, Leagues Above, Flash's drama. I think Batwoman had a lot of really shining moments in it. I actually think for me, the best season of Batwoman was season 3, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. However, I feel like there were really good parts at the end of season 1, but you could tell that Ruby wasn't in it to win it, sort of, in that season. So it's a mixed bag. There was so much up and down, uneven drama surrounding Batwoman when Ruby left that it sort of like made season 2 extremely messy. And then season 3, I think they were kind of getting their footing, but that's just my opinion. You're making a face, Jake, so I'm guessing you didn't like Batwoman at all.
I tried, but man, outside of the show, I just never really cared for Kate Kane as a character.
Right.
I mean, because of how she was used in things like Batman Bad Blood, I hate her in that fucking movie. But on top of the fact that it was never a character I cared for, they made Gotham extremely boring.
Yeah, Gotham was very mediocre in Batwoman, which is something that I think Gotham Knights did a little bit better. I think Gotham Knights Gotham was a little bit more interesting.
A little bit, yeah. Just like the Batwoman Gotham, it just felt like nothing mattered.
Yeah, it was just another city, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. I still enjoyed it. I'm not going to apologize for that.
It has good parts of it. I won't say it's completely devoid, but man, it was frustrating.
I actually think it's funny because Canada Graphs, I think, really enjoyed Batwoman as well. We were like the only two that ever really talked about the show positively when we were on the after party, which is kind of funny.
I'll say Kate was better in Elseworlds than she was the entirety of her show.
I would agree with that.
I also think that they kind of ruined Batwoman by making her Red Death in the end of the show.
I was so pissed off because I'm like, you have Warren Christie right there.
Well, you could have done anything else. It was just
That
like, why?
That wouldn't
Why?
have made any sort of difference because Barry never met Bruce Wayne.
Right.
True, but still. Well, I mean, he still says Batman's real in the
Wow.
Elseworlds crossover.
Thanks, Chris. They're collectibles, exactly.
I mean, I would have preferred if you got the new have it be Kate Kane. If there wasn't drama with that new actress, I think that would have been the best way to do that. Have it be this alternate Kate Kane. Barry knows Kate Kane. Barry has they're teammates. That would make more sense.
She even had that broken bat logo on her new suit that she temporarily used.
I will say the Batwoman costume looked damn good. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the. Hold on, I'll share this tab instead. We're going to be looking at the first poster for Supergirl, and I was really
Shazam vibes.
What now?
It gives me Shazam vibes.
I get that.
I understand because it's sort of like she's doing kind of the playful, relaxed, I don't care kind of vibe or whatever.
Yeah.
But I love that they took the look up and made it look out because I think that's funny. I also like that she's almost giving me, for lack of a better term, like a 90s chick vibe. Which I love. Which I love that. I love the way she spoke to Superman. I think it was funny. Some people didn't like it. I thought it was funny.
It gives a sense of realism in my opinion.
The suit looks cool, and I'll be honest, even though we only saw her on screen for like a minute,
I love her.
I'm more excited for this movie than I was for Superman.
Same.
What do you think of the suit design that we see here in this poster? I know you can't really see the whole thing, but what do we think of it based on what we can see?
Looks like it's like she doesn't clean it in a sense like Superman does. I mean, he had a battle damaged suit, and then next his parents just wiped it clean. This one feels more like she's been in battle
Does it look dirty to you guys? It doesn't look dirty to me.
Well, the lower part, obviously she cleans it, but still, it does look like damage.
Hold on, let me put this in a bigger window.
Where? I don't mean to be rude, but
there's
where?
dirt on her belt.
Is there?
Yeah,
right here.
Right there.
All right.
And her hand's bleeding.
I knew that part. right. But that didn't this doesn't look.
That's
dirty.
not blood. That's spray paint.
So you're talking about right here, just
it looks like it's been
That's just rust. That's
the rest of it looks clean to me. That's the only part that looks like it's got something on it.
Maybe they don't have stain remover for belts.
I don't know. I'm so excited. I can't wait for this movie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of movies over the years that I've thought I want to see that. I want to go and check that out. I'm actually really excited for this one because, first of all, The Woman of Tomorrow's Story, trying to adapt that into a movie is going to be very
it's a task.
Yeah, because it's it was 8 issues, I think, was the run.
Yeah.
It was 8.
Yep.
And then you deal with the fact that sometimes she has power, sometimes she doesn't because of where she's moving around and doing things and all of that. You've got the younger character, what is it, Ruthie? I think her name is Ruthie. Who's going to be in the comic? She's kind of the point of view character that kind of takes you through the story. So I wonder if they're going to do the same thing in this movie. Yep. We have Jason Momoa as Lobo, getting an opportunity to come in and play that character.
He's replacing the no-name grunt who was the bounty hunter in the story, so that works perfectly fine.
And then we have Krim, who I don't know what actor's playing Krim. Do we know who's playing that character?
I don't know if it's been announced yet.
So I'm really excited for that. I think based on what her vibe, I'm already going to connect to her more than I connected to Clark. That's not a bad thing either. I think they did a good job with Superman, obviously. But this movie, I'm really excited for this one. And I just hope that, and I know it is. I know we're going to have the same fucking idiots on the internet trying to talk shit about it. But
it's going to be even worse because it's a woman this time.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what. I wonder when they go into the promotional phase of this, how they're going to handle it. You know what I mean? Are they going to do the typical stuff that we see where they're very brazen about how it's girl power and stuff like that? Or are they going to pull back and focus in on just the context of the movie? What do we think?
Who knows?
I think it might be easier this time, to be honest. Like, you know, obviously there's going to be the like normal suspects that are like a woman superhero movie. How could they? But I
Right.
think
Oh wait,
you know,
they actually made this movie 40 years ago.
Yeah.
I think like I do think like the like DCU uphill battle is kind of not over, but I think we're kind of getting over that hill, right?
Yeah.
Like the like biggest thing was Superman being successful, and while it's not there yet, it seems like it's going to get there. It seems like over these next couple months, we're going to get to that point. Where
I
it's like,
mean,
okay.
if the drop this weekend coming up is what they expect it to be, it's going to get close to 500 million this weekend.
Exactly, right? Like I think like the hardest part is over. It's always that like first project. Superman's that big one. It's like Henry Cavill. That's our Supergirl hasn't had a movie Supergirl in what is it, almost 40
Since '84.
Thank you. Right? Like obviously there's been other versions of this character, but
Mhm.
none to the level as like your Henry Cavill or something like that, or you know even Reeves.
They didn't even really give Sasha a chance. Like
No.
that was
it's
pretty
Oh,
much.
that's right too. We had
Yeah.
her too. Yeah.
Sucks.
But like still, like I think it's going to be slightly easier in that regard, and also I think it works like the like general audience loves the Superman movie. Like they are eating this up. They are loving it. So I think-
Darren, there's people that I know have hated superhero movies for the last 5 or 6
Yeah.
years that love Superman.
and I think it's really smart. And I know it wasn't the original plan, but I actually think it's really smart this being the second movie out of Superman because I think it works as this like backdoor pilot spin-off, and I think that's going to be an easy transition going into this new universe. And I'm actually a big fan of how they're doing this promotion because we talked about last week. I think it was the show how they're not doing the like post-credit scenes. They're not doing that anymore. But I think it's really smart, like a week removed from the movie, being like, "Here's little tease for what's coming up next."
I
It's not
actually
a movie,
think,
but
you know what I think is going on? I think that every little bit of news we're seeing now is showing confidence from Warner Brothers. It's
Yeah.
them feeling
Yeah.
confident about this new direction.
Yeah.
Because as soon as this poster dropped, actually last night I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, so tomorrow night I want to talk about like whether or not we're going to see advertising for upcoming projects based on how well Superman is doing. Because it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday hold on Superman was crazy. The money it was making during the week was absolutely crazy.
yeah.
So I was like, they're probably going to announce a project next week. I didn't expect to get anything until next week. The fact that we
No.
got this already is pretty fucking crazy.
You know what
I-
I'm kind of like curious about, if they're going to do the exact same thing as they did with Superman, where they wait until like basically a month away to drop like promotion after promotion after promotion until the film comes out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like now it's having the like FOMO effect where like people who haven't seen Superman, like everyone's talking about, they're like, wait, should I actually care
Yeah.
about this movie? Okay, let me go see what's happening here. Let me check this thing out, which I think it's, I you know, what it had like a 17% drop, which is
Yeah.
fantastic. Those are
Mhm.
great fucking numbers.
And
Yeah.
that place where I did a lot of my shopping when I was gone, a number of those people that run that place, they haven't been, you know, for the longest time they weren't excited about stuff that was coming out for DC, but then they started hearing, you know, the word of mouth around this, and then they were like, you know what, I think I might actually go and give this a shot,
Yeah.
because they were downright cynical for DC related stuff for like a 4-year period.
When was the last time we felt like confident in a DC universe, or just like a series of DC?
Oh my
movies
God.
coming
I
out?
mean, the
2011?
Batman trilogy, maybe?
Over 10 years ago, that
Yeah.
it felt like, you know, like there's been stuff that we've been excited for that we thought would be good, but like consistently where we're like
I will.
Lanterns and
Yeah.
Supergirl and
I'd say that-
Peacemaker and-
I'd say as far as that connectivity goes, the TV shows carried that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. But I'll say also the DCEU, probably like prior to Justice League Part 1. Back when there was still going to be a 2-part thing, I think a lot of people were excited to see where that universe was going to go.
Right.
And I actually think some people were excited about BVS until the movie came out and, you know, they saw what it
Yeah.
was or whatever.
Because I brought this up the other day when that announcement came out at Comic-Con. During that same time, Joss Whedon came out and announced the title of the Avengers 2 movie, and all the hype from Comic-Con that year was about Batman Superman, and
Yeah.
they didn't do anything other than announce the movie was happening.
which I do think, and I think me and Jake talked about this last night, or maybe it was a couple minutes ago, I don't know. They all run together now. But I think DC is going to have a couple of tricks up their sleeve at Comic-Con. I think it was you that like mentioned it, Jake. I think they're like, it's just Peacemaker. Peacemaker's it. I think they're gonna do the Peacemaker panel. They'll show a trailer, they'll do stuff, and then be like, what do we have behind this curtain here? I think they really want to, and I think it'll be very smart. Like they're kind of letting the movie breathe for itself for a couple weeks, and then I think there's gonna be one thing to help push those box office numbers even more, and like I don't know, man. Like I think you mentioned it, Jake, about like maybe some kind of casting or something they could announce.
If sorry, my phone just blew up with like 5 texts. If they've got scripts ready for those big characters, like if they're done, go ahead, feel free. But just don't make it a Blade situation again where you announce the actor first.
So someone mentioned in the chat about the Wonder Woman news or whatever, so I'm going to share this instead. But I do want to comment on Lightning Bolt's comment here. Did you see John Campy's video on why Superman doesn't need to break even? I think it's inevitable it's going to break even at this point. I think if it reaches the goal of like 500 by the end of this weekend or close to 500, that is literally the break even point. If you even if you're rounding up a little bit,
they basically it's at 270 million right now, and I think it basically got the production budget but not the promotion budget.
Well, the thing people don't realize is and this is not about you 3 Dub, but I just want to put this out there. When you are operating a company, you have return on investment money, and then you have money that you assume you're not going to get back. Advertising from a company, you always assume you're not going to get that back. It is a calculated loss in your business when you do marketing. So they would love to get that back, but if they don't, that's usually not factored into like a loss on investment, because you're not those ads, unless they've got ties to like physical things, like, toys or something like that, they don't count those. It's basically just the production budget. So this is one of the things here. James Gunn says the DCU Batman and Wonder Woman films will immediately go into production if the scripts end up being good. So immediate production. What do we think about this?
I mean, if they're wanting to fast track the big names, then I guess that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be shocked if we see this Wonder Woman movie before either of the Batman movies that we have on the docket.
Yeah, it says that according to Variety, Wonder Woman movie is being fast tracked. That doesn't really surprise me at all, to be honest.
One thing that Nathan Fillion said, like he would like Batman and him to have a scene together. I would love for Batman to punch him in the face. That would be like, yes.
All right, so a couple things quickly. We're going to continue to talk about this, but we do have some super chats. So let me lower this down for a moment. And we're going to go through the super chats. So we did reach our second goal, so I will be putting up a second poll in just a moment. I even did a third one with 5 super chats. If you guys want to go for third, remember, we're stockpiling for the downtime. Yeah. So if you want to go for a third, we will do a third. So, and I might include some of the stuff that didn't win in the previous polls. So,
all right.
So Silhouetted Animator with the $5 super chat. I think they're building up to Dr. Phosphorus and Hugo Strange for Batwoman season 4. I always thought Strange, maybe B.D. Wong was Mary's biological dad. Maybe. I feel like they were also building up to like a Joker storyline in Batwoman season 4. To be honest, is that fair? I mean,
do you mean like the real Joker?
Yeah, like bringing in the real Joker. Yeah, because there was a lot of copycats, so I feel like they wanted to bring the real one in. I don't know. I like Hugo Strange, but I kind of remember that being a big story in the Gotham show.
It was, yeah.
So I don't know if they would want to like necessarily lean in on that too much. So Naruto here with the $5 super chat. Going from watching Carl Urban and the Boys for years with a beard to Carl Urban in the MK2 trailer without a beard is jarring. Well, we're going to watch that in a minute. I actually haven't seen the whole thing. Mm-hmm. I've only seen pictures, like still shots from it, like the first 30 seconds of the trailer. So I'll be watching it for the first time tonight. So it's exciting.
No, I haven't yet.
Silhouetted Animator here with a $5 super chat. Did you see the Dr. Fate on the Hall of Justice mural in Superman had Pierce Brosnan's likeness? I think James Gunn actually, didn't he say something like that was like, he didn't say that specifically, but he said that there is a character that was painted to look like someone that, I don't remember the exact quote, but a lot of people were saying he was talking about Dr. Fate.
He said, I think the exact quote is like, someone on the mural will be played by a big actor.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that makes sense. I actually liked him as Dr. Fate, and I hated what they did to him in the movie because I was like, I understand that that's the lore, but I liked him. You didn't like him, Jake?
What,
No, I mean I liked him. I just think he was kind of wasted.
He was definitely wasted.
Yeah.
you know what? I kind of like wonder if there would it be like a stretch to believe that James Gunn might announce Batman's actor during the season 2 of Creature Commandos if they show him.
I don't think they'd announce Batman in Creature
Like
Commandos.
basically like have him speak in Creature
No,
Commandos.
I don't think we're going to see any big characters introduced in the TV shows. I mean,
Say,
unless
like-
the show is named that show, like Green Lanterns, like that one makes sense to me. Having Batman introduced in one of their cartoon series that isn't getting a lot of views, I don't think that they would do
No.
that.
I think Peacemaker is more likely, and even then, I don't think Batman would be one of those characters.
Because it would be kind of interesting because of the fact that James Gunn did say like if they're in the movies, they're going to be voicing their characters in animation.
Yeah, I mean, I think they could show up obviously in those places, but I don't think
Yeah.
that they're going to. I don't think that they would introduce someone as big as Batman in a TV
Yeah.
show. I mean, if they were going to do that, they've had so many shows where Batman could have been in them, and they didn't. They
Right.
never did it. So, I just don't think that's the case. But you could be right. Naruto here with a $5 super chat. I just finished my rewatch of Twisted Metal season 1, ready for season 2 to start. That's another thing that comes out in next month is Twisted
Yeah.
Metal. They're like August is going to be the month of TV shows.
Yes.
Like we're getting all of our movies this month. We're getting all of our TV shows next month. So I'm pretty
I
excited
sent
for
you
that.
that link, Eric,
Okay.
for that James Gunn quote.
All right.
It has a nice little graphic there too we can look at.
I saw a few people saying they wanted to see those things, so I just went over and grabbed them.
See what things.
The Funkos I got.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Go ahead. Show them. Yeah.
Well, so one is kind of relevant to one of the trailers we're going to be looking at today. Went ahead and got Cole Young. from
Okay.
Combat. It was only like
Okay.
$11, so I was like, you know what? Went ahead and snagged that one. I know this one made Canary Katie a little bit jealous, but I went ahead and got that one too.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Then definitely my favorite one out of these. This isn't gonna come as any surprise, but went ahead and got this.
Ooh, that's my favorite suit from that movie.
Yeah,
My favorite one.
love that one. And I ordered one from Amazon of the Zombie Strange, so that one's on its way.
That one's really
Oh,
cool.
that's
But like out of
awesome.
all the Doctor Strange suits, that was my favorite one of all of them, to be honest.
Yeah. So those Funkos, and then I picked up a Wally West comic. So
Okay. Here we go. This is what Darren was sharing here. James Gunn says one of characters featured in the Hall of Justice mural is played by a very famous actor. Let me click on the poster here.
Dave Bautista's Moana Beast. Kidding.
So we have Freedom Beast, which
That's
I-
Moana.
yeah, Moana Beast.
That's like the descendant of Moana Beast. I
Yeah,
think.
Wildcat, Dr. Fate,
Mhm.
Atomic Knight, Vibe, Sepa, Black Pirate, the Jay Garrick Flash. Oh,
Please, if
Harrison
that was-
Ford, Jake.
Please do Wildcat right. Please do Wildcat right.
I don't know. This
Can't
is
be
pretty
Arrow,
cool.
Jake. I'm sorry.
Darren,
So
that is the lowest of low bars.
we're going to go down the list here, and I want everybody to say who they want to see from this list. If I had a choice, and you can only pick one, no honorable mentions.
Mhm.
If I had to pick one from this list, I think I would, as much as I love Jay Garrick, I would probably pick Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
What about you, Darren?
I don't know why. Wildcat's always been cool to me.
Okay.
Like I kind of like this idea of like a Rocky style DC.
You mean like just training in the gym, running up and down the stairs, all that stuff?
I think there's some fun that could be had there, and I think
I mean, we got a little taste of that in the Stargirl show, but they never went full in for us. You know what I mean?
I think James Gunn is very in on doing these very different kind of superhero movies, and I think Wildcat could be that. Well, yes, being a superhero movie, but you know, having this new kind of flair to it, I think could be kind of cool. But then, yeah, I think Dr. Fate's my second pick for sure.
Okay. Jake, what is your first one? What would you choose?
Oh, I'm gonna, kind of echo both of your sentiments and say that as much as I would love to see Jay Garrick's Flash pop up, he's one of my favorite Golden Age characters. Wildcat's also just one of my favorite DC characters in general. He's one of the most underrated ones, I think. I fucking love Ted Grant. He's awesome. Arrow fucked him up so badly. I'll never forgive them for that. But yeah, if we were to get any first, I definitely want to see that character done right.
What about you, 3Dub?
I mean, Stargirl fucked him over too. I mean, death in the first scene. For me, I would go with Vibe because I would like to see. I would like to see what they would do in a live action
He's
movie
pretty
budget.
different than his Flash version, right?
Yeah,
like
yes.
it's a pretty different
Like
take.
in comics, he has like no connection to the Flash.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Silhouette Animator with the $2 super chat. I think Evil Peacemaker is from Earth 3.
Do we know Earth 3?
I don't. Think
I guess we
so.
don't know any Earths yet, right? This is a new.
Yeah, and little trivia for you guys here: the quote unquote Ultraman that you've seen from Superman, typically he is from Earth 3. So
Yeah.
Crime Syndicate, yeah.
And that brings in the next super chat from Silhouette Animator. Ultraman might got sucked to Earth 3. Yeah.
I didn't even see that, but yeah.
The only reason I said Earth 2 is because I didn't think they would jump numbers, but they possibly could. They could do
Right.
Earth 3. You know what I mean? I'm not sure.
Or
how
they
far
could just
everybody
not number Earths. They could just be like, it's this other, I'm curious about that because I talked about this on my show today with some friends, and like we were like, okay, that would be a really cool Justice League movie, right? Like Crime Syndicate would be awesome, but you would have to really take your time with that. Like, to me, that's not Justice League 1, right? Like, you have to wait for that. That has to at least be Justice League 2, if not 3. Like, that is a long time away, and are people willing to wait that long? Like, I guess you could, but like, I feel like you have to have these characters established first, and their team has to be established to bring in all these alternate versions of them for that to work.
So Serenity, I was wondering that too. I'd never heard of that character. I was like, Seppa? Like, I don't know who that is. Is anybody familiar with that character?
Seppa is an incredibly that's one of the more obscure DC characters.
Let me just double check. I want to see here.
Lance,
Okay.
Arrowverse is
So
only
it's
Earth Prime to them.
It's a group, Eric. It's a group. What is it?
For me, basically,
Smart Electric Power Alliance. Is that what it stands for? Am
I don't
right
know.
on
I'm
that?
not finding anything.
for me, like what the Airverse did is basically done. So don't basically say that universe.
Wait, no, that's the
exists,
real fucking thing. Oh,
because I think they're starting new with the Superman lore. Basically, like the new multiverse is being established as we speak. So basically, everything else is dead.
I don't agree, right? Because with
I don't think we're going to see Spectre again. And if there's a crisis, we're not going to see him.
no, but I think with Ezra Miller showing up in Crisis, it kind of throws that all out of loop because if our Peacemaker comes from the DCEU, that means Arrowverse is technically canon to this large.
Well, there wasn't a multiverse at that point when you saw Ezra Miller, though.
That's true. It's tough because I don't know what the heck happened.
Well, technically,
it's hard to pin logic to that scene.
What's kind of funny is the Marvel universe and the DC universe are kind of connected, but there's only certain crossovers that happen, but they're separate in their own universes, on their own multiverse. So it's basically there's a divide between them, and rarely they cross over.
All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to... Oh, somebody just jumped in. Who is this? Oh, my gosh.
How'd I know?
All right, we're going to end the poll for the first one, and this is who wins. First poll done, and the winning selection is top 5 video game franchises.
Woo!
All right, so here we go. Top 5. I got to write this down. Video game franchises.
Can't wait to talk about Candy Crush. It's going to be great.
All right.
No, Darren, you're just going to have a whole entry dedicated to Minecraft.
Eric.
Ooh,
Hey,
that's
Eric.
cool. Ben 10. There's a lot of Ben 10 games.
Yes.
Hey, Eric. I just jumped in for a second because one, I want to dunk on 3 Dubs. You can't you can't say that they're starting a whole new multiverse when the Peacemaker that we know from the DCEU is literally just crossing over into the world that Superman now exists in, the new Superman, and it's pretty much confirmed within that trailer reaction that got leaked. The description of the trailer basically is saying like they're jumping over and taking out their doppelgangers from Superman's Earth. So in so many words, so yeah, and also if you guys hated the fact that the Hawk Girl is screeching, according to Marvel Strike Force, the thing is gonna roar.
Hell
That's
yeah.
that's been a thing before though.
It has.
Yeah, you not remember in Fantastic Four 2 when he scared the hell out of that grizzly bear in the forest?
No.
When the bear came up to him, tried to intimidate him, he roared right back. He's like, "Yeah, that's right, boo boo, keep running."
That was more like a yell though. Like this is a legitimate like in the game. Like he literally does like a deep roar, and
That's what
everybody's
that was. Go back and watch the scene again.
Lance,
everybody's
can you
comment.
do an impression of that for us, maybe?
It was like they're like the villains. They're fun. They was like did roar, and he said roar.
Do I want to try this?
But yeah, it was weird. I'm like, are people gonna complain like they did for
Yes.
Hawk Girl screeching?
Are people going to complain? Yes. That's the easy answer. People are going
Yeah.
to complain.
If they do introduce Spectre, I guarantee he's being recast. They're not picking
What?
Stephen Amell.
Well,
Well,
of course, it's more than one Spectre. He's not the legit Spectre.
So
there's-
the Arrowverse is not the legit Arrowverse.
What?
But
And
there's-
why do you think they're doing Crisis on? They don't have to do Crisis on Infinite Earths. Why do you think they're doing Crisis
I'm
on Infinite
saying
Earths?
any crisis that disrupts the multiverse, the Spectre should be involved.
The Spectre has not. It's been several crises, and the Spectre has not been involved.
He basically said that he only gets involved if the multiverse is in danger.
For Dark Crisis, he did not show up. You really
For Heroes in
have to.
Crisis, he was
I
not
am
there.
quoting Stephen Amell's Arrow. He basically said that he only gets involved if there is a crisis that disrupts the multiverse.
You have to get more DC information than just Arrowverse, dog.
I'm just saying, like that's in its own separate thing. It's never going to be touched again.
Wow.
We're in the new situation right now.
Nobody said it was though.
I'm saying is
I'm saying nobody said it was going to be touched again. Where are you getting this information?
I'm not saying it. Oh my gosh! I'm just saying hypothetically, it's never going to be touched again.
But nobody hypothetically said it was.
I did.
okay, all right.
So we're going to talk about the Zelda casting.
Not
okay,
woke enough.
So, well, that's what I wanted to bring up because, yeah, they're upset about a fan casting that didn't happen, but then some people are happy it didn't happen. So these are our two leads for the Legend of Zelda movie. Bo Bragason as Princess Zelda. Anybody familiar with this person? Bo Bragason?
Nope.
Nope. Kind of
And
looks
Benjamin-
like Darren.
Benjamin Evan Ainsworth is Link. The movie's going to premiere on May 7th, 2027. Here's our two actors. And I'm just like, okay. I mean,
I have no complaints.
No. I think. Okay. Let me address the Hunter thing because I love Hunter
the Hunter
as an
Schafer stuff.
actress.
Okay, go for it. Go ahead and address it.
I love Hunter as an actress. I think she would have done a fabulous job at this role. Like, I think she could have done a great job. Look-wise, obviously. Hunter is currently 26 years old. By the time this comes out, she'll be 28 years old. This is a movie franchise that they are going to want to do.
Right.
I assume a sequel for, a trilogy.
Well, there's so
for,
many games.
movies.
There's so many games to pull from. So
she would have done great, but I think they want someone a bit younger who can make this their career. Hunter's also a big actor now. Like she's becoming in a lot.
She's in a lot of
big
things.
stuff.
Like, would she want to commit to something like this? You know what I mean?
You want someone where this is their job. Like, this is their main job. Very similarly to what the Harry Potter kids are. Like, that's going to be their main thing for the next 10 years of their life, and I think that's what they want to do here. So I think having two unknown actors, same with like Percy Jackson, that they can just focus on this franchise and kind of just do that, I think that is personally the correct choice. Although I'd love if Hunter got some kind of cameo.
Well, the thing was, Hunter was catching strays. That's the problem I had.
Yeah.
Like, Hunter was catching strays.
For no reason.
Because it was a fan casting. Yeah. Like, it wasn't even legitimate. It was never announced by anybody or anything. It was just like, oh, some PR person said it, now we're going to run with it. It's like...
Yeah.
So Hunter was catching strays for that, and I'm like, Hunter didn't do anything.
It's not like she was ever in the running for it.
All she did is say that she would want to do it, right? Like that was the only thing, and that picked up so much traction. People thought it was confirmed. People thought it was real news, and it's like, well, no, it was never was. It's just that that's how the internet works now. You say one thing, and now it's news.
Yeah,
Paigey has arrived.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh-oh.
You're talking about Hunter Zolomon?
No, we're talking about the Legend of Zelda movie. These are the two names for the movie.
Wait, is that hot piece of Australian ass?
Oh no!
I believe they call it. What are you eating, Lance?
Watermelon.
Don't laugh, Darren.
I didn't do nothing.
You were laughing.
So, Paigey, I have to bring this up. I think we pretty much... Look, I'm going to get my final thoughts on this. I'm really upset that Hunter Schafer caught strays over a fan casting. I don't know who these two guys are. Whoever they are, I don't know. But I'm sure they'll be fine.
I was about to ask, who the fuck are these two people?
They're unknowns.
Yeah.
And
we looked it up on...
It should be. Let the IP sell itself.
So if you want to have... Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Darren.
We looked it up on Council last night. She's been in, like, almost nothing. He's been in a couple of small things, but both are very unknown. They're just very fresh on the scene.
If y'all want to have fun, go over to some of Paigey's more recent videos from like a month and a half ago and read the top comments in it.
That long, huh?
People are like, "Where's Paigey? Did he die? What happened to him?" It's fucking hilarious. The whole comment section, and then there's people in there going, "No, he's still alive. He comes on Eric stream once in a while." So it's just funny to read like the recent interactions on your videos.
LOL.
Like a week ago, I think somebody was like, "Where'd Paigey?"
I mean, I contributed to the death allegation.
Oh, did you? Would you say so in your stream?
Yeah.
I want to, since Paigey's here, I think it's important to bring this news up. Hold on.
Some good ass watermelon.
Smurfs is on track to earn $12 million during its domestic box office weekend. The budget was $58 million, lowest ever for the franchise.
Well, duh, because it looks like crap.
I mean, but it had a Rihanna song. Rihanna's in it too.
I think it might make that budget. I actually think, like, comparatively to what that budget is, it might do okay.
Paigey hasn't seen Superman, everybody, by the way. So.
He's right.
Hey.
Why?
I was going to sit on Tuesday, but the IMAX session was sold out. So I was like, well, it wasn't sold out, but the only tickets left were like the ones where either you're going to see a chiropractor the next day or you're only hearing in one ear because it's like on the far left or the far right. Obviously, Eric loves the far right.
Yeah.
But, you know, so I was like, I want to sit in like the middle. So I'm probably going to go on Sunday. Or I might go on Tuesday because it's cheap Tuesday. So that's why it's like half price tickets.
Lance, look at what Jasmine said, Lance. Look at what Jasmine said in the chat.
What did you say? Hold on.
I'll pull it up on the screen for you. Here we go. I'm not going to comment. I'm just sharing it with you.
Let the man eat his food in peace.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Of course, they say black people only eat watermelon and grape soda.
Gotcha. Okay.
So speaking, oh God,
Was that your wife?
So the Smurfs.
Before that goes away, I just wanted to say this: that whole Superman thing you just brought up. I just summoned David Cornsweat Superman in Injustice 2 when he comes with crypto.
Oh yeah.
Paigey, Gary Gammon's here. I haven't seen Gary in forever, but he showed up just because you're on the stream. I guess he got the alert. 199 super chat. Paigey, how come you've not made any vid EOs lately?
I'll probably do a video like talking about Superman when I say it.
Which is when are you seeing it?
Either Sunday or Tuesday. I want to go Sunday just because I know it won't be busy.
Right.
And
What were you going to say there?
In regards to everything else, to be honest, I don't know. I just don't think there's actually anything interesting to talk about. Like, if I'm being completely fucking honest, and to be fair, I haven't seen Superman, so
Right.
like I haven't like I could watch Superman and think, oh, there's a lot to talk about.
Snyder
And I'm sort
culture.
of-
Ezra Miller cameo.
Is Ezra Miller in it?
No.
I've actually avoided spoilers. I've only seen one thing. I
Well,
saw,
then
like, the
nobody
Supergirl
spoil it
thing.
for him. Nobody
Pages
spoil
of
it for him.
Snyder cultist confirmed.
Clark Kent as Superman.
Well, look, Smurfs Pagey might reinvigorate you because look at this. At what point did they decide it's finally enough is enough? These are all the scores for Smurfs.
Yeah.
Dog, how do they keep making movies?
I unfortunately might go tomorrow.
That's what I ask every time a new live action Transformers comes out.
Look, I don't care one way or the other about the Smurfs. I think they're a fun IP, but I don't know if maybe it should just be a TV show. Maybe they should just put them back on television because that's where they started out.
I mean,
anyway.
that's the budget in the fourth one.
They had a TV show over at like Nickelodeon like a couple years ago. I don't know what happened to it.
It got canceled. Same with Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Wait, is Smurfs not out in America yet?
No.
No, it comes out tomorrow.
I think it's been out for 2 weeks. They came out the same day as Superman here.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
What
'cause
a
I saw
double
them.
feature.
Smurfer man.
We have a super chat here
I
from
call it-
South
don't they
Texas.
call
Okay.
it?
Yeah.
Don't they call the double feature Blue Waffle or something?
No, don't look that up, anybody. No one look that up.
I'm gonna look it
If
up.
you value your
No.
life, don't look it up. Don't look it up. South Texas Shark with a $2 super chat, which is completing our third goal tonight, which means we will do one more poll before the end of the stream. So we're gonna have 3 options for the downtime. So what did you watch this week? Well, why don't we start with Paigey because Paigey doesn't come in very often. Have you watched anything this past week, like TV shows, documentaries?
What did I watch? I was watching something. Oh, on Disney Plus, but it might be on. I don't know what it'd be on. I think it's on National Geographic. Whatever it goes to Disney Plus and Hulu, but there was like a documentary for Jaws' 50-year anniversary.
Oh, I saw that advertised to me. Yeah.
So I watched that because Jaws is one of my favorite movies, and like it has like all the like interviews and stuff. It was like yeah. And then I was watching like some Simpsons.
Classic.
And then I watched
What season of The Simpsons?
some of the recent ones, just random episodes. I just flicked
Really?
through.
Okay.
Yeah, because I haven't watched the recent seasons, so I'm just flicking through. And I'm watching them in order, just watching random episodes. But then on Tuesday when I went to the movies, and I couldn't see Superman because it was sold out. Okay, and there's shit seats left. I fucking saw How to Train Your Dragon.
Mhm.
Oh, hell yeah. What
Have you seen? Did you ever see the cartoon
It's okay.
version?
I have, but I couldn't remember much. Like I remember like the meeting scene, like when he first like touches his face, like the dragon's face or
Yeah.
snout, whatever it is.
What's the dragon's name, Paigey?
I think like Jamal or something. I can't remember, something like that. Tyrone. I can't remember, something like that.
Wow.
You were fishing for something like that, Lance. So you got me wanting.
I was not. No, not at all.
Lance, did you watch Batwoman this week? Javicia?
No, actually, I watched Dexter, Resurrection. I watched
Hell
The
yeah.
Shy, this week. You know, if you want to learn about
The Shy's
Chicago-
good. I like The Shy. Like that's a
Yeah.
good show.
The
Yeah,
Shy. What's that?
It's about shy people.
Wait, really?
No,
Yeah.
it's about Chicago. It's a Chicago story.
Oh,
I watched and I'm currently on season 6 of Blue Bloods.
Mm.
A lot of Arrowverse people in here. David Ramsey is still the paralyzed mayor.
wait, paralyzed the mayor.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got
he got
shot.
shot.
He got shot by Eobard, and so now he's in a wheelchair.
Eobard was on the show though. Like seriously, Tom Cavanaugh was on the show. Played a gangster. Actually, he talked like Eobard. It was weird.
We watched the Pee Wee Herman documentary this week on HBO Max. What else do we watch? Too Much on Netflix. It's like a half-hour comedy series.
Never heard of it.
We've been watching The Shy too, so watching that. I'm trying to think. What else have we been watching? Oh, we're watching Peacemaker season 1 again.
I need to start that soon.
Yeah. Anybody else have any honorable mentions of things they've watched?
I've been
on HBO Max Serenity. Sorry, 3Dub.
Yes, Kayla, I'm gonna watch the spinoff of Blue Bloods.
Bye.
What's it called?
Is it Pink Bloods?
It's Boston Blue. The main character's son moves to Boston and becomes a cop in Boston. So a New York cop in Boston.
So I've been watching The Water Magician.
I don't know what that is. Is it an anime?
The what?
Is it an anime? Yeah, I
Yeah,
knew it was.
it's
I
an
knew
anime.
it was. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds like a porn.
Foundation is
Sounds like
fucking crazy good, Jason. Crazy good.
Yeah.
But guys, I'm about to hop out. I gotta go to bed. I gotta be up.
What do you got to say to 3Dub before you go?
Oh, I think I got it all out. Stop making assumptions
Oh shit!
about
Isn't
about
that what we're
Arrowverse stuff.
doing? Making theories and speculation, and that's what what podcasting's for.
No,
Oh.
it's not. Podcasting is for putting the right information out there.
Oh,
No,
shit.
it's
Well, then we're in trouble. We're
I'm
in
just
trouble.
playing.
Theory.
I just wanted to tell 3Dub he's on a 5-day probation for missing at least 6 streams in a row.
I've been busy, dude,
Yeah.
and you haven't paid me.
We're doing this again.
Some things never die.
I guess so. I mean, I've paid Darren, so yeah.
How much does he owe you, 3Dub?
400.
Bruh. What
Well-
was he doing? Was he behind a wall for you, Lance, or something? What's going on?
He was twerking.
Oh,
Yeah.
3Dubs, you need to go on strike, man. You have to do it.
Lance doesn't pay the national minimum wage. Oh no, not that. Hold on.
What did you do to owe $400?
Well, to be fair, I have to say, with Darren and Taj being like the face of like almost every stream, my intake, like my YouTube income has like shot up exponentially.
Oh,
Yeah.
I make
There-
all your tier lists, and I don't ask for a thing from you.
oh my God! The secrets are coming out
That's
tonight.
even worse. You're not even offering him money, Lance. That's
I was doing his reactions, and that's why.
Oh,
Oh, but the reaction I did got the most views. Ah.
In your dreams,
No, it did though.
was it like 100?
Nope.
all right. We
Wait,
gotta
how
move
much
on
is-
from this.
How much is a Labubu? How much is a Labubu?
Oh, I don't even know. I don't even want to talk
what?
about Labubu little dolls. I don't want to talk about those. Switch. Oh no! Hold on. No. No. Say it ain't so.
Blood
It
Diamond
can't-
Nation.
It can't be Sweatshop Nation because he hasn't been on any nation in like 2 months. So
And also, don't they still get paid in sweatshops? It's just super, super, super low.
Oh, that's true. So it's not even that. It's like no wage nation. All right. With that being said, we're gonna bring up. He's got to go. We're gonna bring up this next little ditty here. See you later, Lance.
Did he?
Did he?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I said little ditty. There's an
that
adjective
doesn't
on it.
make it better.
That's an
that's
adjective.
not worse.
Does
Actually.
anybody remember this here? Gal Gadot says James Gunn and Peter Safran told her at a meeting that you're in the best hands. We're going to develop Wonder Woman 3 with you. We love you as Wonder Woman. You got nothing to worry about.
Obviously,
mean,
obviously
wait.
this particular comment didn't age too well.
To be fair, they said Wonder Woman 3 script was like trash. So
This was back
Wait,
in
hold-
August of 2023.
Eric, hold on.
Yeah.
You know how there's Lil Bow Wow? Was there ever a Lil Diddy?
Actually, I think there might have been.
Because it was
I
Puff
think
Daddy, but
it
did
was
Lil
Puff
Diddy come
Daddy.
between?
Yeah, no, but I think there might have been.
I don't know. Lance would know.
because I'm black.
No,
Oh,
because you
no.
love Diddy.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm glad he corrected it there.
okay. Good night,
And
guys.
because you're
Yeah, see you
black.
later.
See you, buddy. Bye bye.
See you on Sunday, Darren.
We'll see.
I'm seeing you tomorrow, Lance. I don't even get.
Oh yeah, I forgot. See you tomorrow,
Oh,
Dick.
wow.
Wow, you forget people too. Okay.
Yeah. Darren, for Ranger Nation, we're gonna keep the time ambiguous. Just yeah. I'll hit you up separately. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
What the
How you
fuck
like?
happens on Ranger Nation?
How you, how you like them apples? 3 up.
Damn
I'm sorry, I
apples.
wasn't listening. What?
Oh,
Go to
that's
bed,
fine.
Lance.
No.
Go to bed.
Sweet Jesus Christ.
Just
See you tomorrow, Jake.
turn it
See you
off.
tomorrow, Lance.
So yeah, this is crazy
Oh.
that she was told that she's in the best hands, and then she lost her shot.
I mean, I would not be shocked if she lied here. You know what I mean?
That
Do
Do we
second,
really
mo-
care?
that second movie lost her a shot.
I mean, you know what really did it? You know what really sealed it?
Yeah, I know
And
what really did it. I was being sarcastic.
What really did it, and her chances in Hollywood, I think, for a while, is Snow White.
Yep.
Yep.
I think people are gonna like think
I
twice
think
before
I think
casting her.
also backing and supporting the exploding limbs of little children.
Yeah,
is
that's another thing
probably
is all the conflict going on.
maybe not
overseas
the
right
best
now.
either.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that probably
I think that's
doesn't
another.
help.
So like it was just a bad, like she was in a spot where, but the truth is though, after seeing Snow White, I don't think she's very good. Like I feel like there's a specific, like there's a little spot in acting that she can kind of work in, and then that's it. Outside of that, there's not a lot. However, Darren, you might be excited about this one here.
Uh-oh. Well,
Lilo
I
and
knew it.
Stitch has finally passed 1 billion at the global box office. Budget was 100 billion,
yeah.
and it's the first Hollywood film to cross that mark at the actual box office in 2025.
and
Because Minecraft has crossed it, but it did it with VOD. It didn't do it at
And
the
it
box office.
surpassed the animation movie too.
Yeah. So
They did that in the opening week, didn't they?
which one? The live
Lilo
action
and
one?
Stitch.
Yeah, yeah. But the thing about it is that Minecraft did 900 and I think almost 960, and then they went on VOD and they said they made another like 80 million on VOD. So it crossed 1 billion, but it combined VOD with box
Right,
office
right,
or whatever.
right.
But this is the first one to reach it like literally at the box office.
Right. Yeah, this is not surprising in the least.
Chicken
I-
jockey.
I think it's funny because like we talked about this, Eric, like months ago with like Snow White, where like everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, they're finally going to be done with these like live action reboots." I was like, "Wait for Snow White." They're waiting to see what happens with Snow White, and they're going to get right back to them. It just depends on which ones they're picking.
Okay, so let me read off the actual options in the poll that you guys get to pick, because I'm going to wrap this one up in a moment, and then we'll do our third one. This one is top 5 movie villain deaths, which is the one that I did in the earlier one. Top 5 after party moments, which I will probably have to go through and do those because a lot of people aren't going to remember them unless they want to talk about the ones they remember. Worst hero villain live action suits, which is going to be a top 5 list that Jake suggested. And here's another one from Jake, is going to be our top 5 favorite MCU characters. So we'll give you guys another couple minutes on that, and then we'll start the third poll of the night.
What was the game one again?
The gay one.
Game.
I think it's our favorite game franchises. Right?
Oh,
Top
yeah.
five. Okay,
Yeah.
Thank
What
you.
is your favorite gay franchise?
Wait, what is going on at Jake's
Cockshot.
right now?
Jake, you good, buddy?
Yeah, my camera just fell.
You got a ghost in the house? Did it push it off or something? Like,
At this point, I wouldn't be shocked.
all right, here we go. This is going to be a winning combination here. Sources have confirmed Deadline that Taika Waititi is attached to direct a Judge Dredd movie. Details behind this project are known at this time, other than it featuring some of the more lighter comedic touches to the property that Waititi films are known for.
Be funny if what's his oh my gosh, I forgot his name, but a butcher is starring in it again. That'll be funny.
I feel like I don't know Dredd very much. I feel like that's a franchise I've just escaped completely.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about outside of like the older like OG stories. Like I know the ones from back in the day, but I can't imagine it being a comedy.
That Stallone movie is still great.
Thank you.
I like both of them. I think both the movies are good. But I can't imagine it being like a straight up comedy.
We talked about this, Eric, like a while ago. I said that I think Taika works best when it's an original movie, when it's not connected to a franchise that people love very dearly. And this does not seem like that. I hope it works best for those fans, but yeah, I definitely like. What's the tone of these movies? Are they like?
Well, the first one is a typical '90s movie. I think if you had to like put it into any sort of box, it's a '90s like action comedy with violence in it and stuff like that. The second one that came out that I really really liked was basically just a dark thriller action movie. So straight up comedy would be completely opposite of what the other movies have been. I don't know. After Thor: Love and Thunder, I just don't know if I trust him attached to like you said, established IPs.
I like Taika sometimes, and I think Love and Thunder really ruined his reputation. I think he needs another banger, right? Like I think he needs something to like remind people, oh, he does know how to direct a movie if it's in the right hands and if it's within the right context. And I don't know if this is it for him. I'm not sure.
I honestly wasn't even a fan of his before that. I know a lot of people, hold Ragnarok up in a lot of high regard. I never really have. I think his best work is probably What We Do in the Shadows, and that one is fine. I
love Jojo Rabbit. I think Jojo Rabbit's like almost a masterpiece. But again, it's not an original story, but it's its own. It's its own thing. So it can have whatever.
Isn't he originally from New Zealand? Isn't that where he's from originally?
Yeah.
So did he have a lot of work down in your part of the world where he was doing shows or movies or anything like that?
Yeah, there's a few movies that like. Well, he also did Flight of the Conchords back in the late 2000s.
Okay, I do remember
part
that.
Of that on HBO. But like he it's like Eagle vs Shark, Boy, and then there's like Hunt for the Wilder People, which is like the one that got him into Hollywood, that got him in Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, but like it's like I've always said, like I remember telling you, like Thor Ragnarok, there's like jokes in there that people in America and England, maybe England, but specifically America, won't even know as a joke or even find funny. But then people in Australia, New Zealand, and maybe England will find it hilarious. So it depends on like the humor and like what he goes for. Like I'd prefer if he went back and did some of his like previous like based around New Zealand or even in Australia and stuff like that. But I mean, once you get to a certain level, sometimes you just need to stay there.
Yeah.
The chat is blowing up on going off on Lance. Can you fire someone you don't pay? Oh my god.
How did you get fired on your day off?
Yeah. All right, let's end the poll so we can start the next one. And the winning choice is overwhelmingly top 5 after party moments. So let's see, we're gonna put that in.
So we can't do that one because we don't remember.
I remember a lot of them. There's actually a couple of videos out there that we looked at.
What top 5 after party moments?
Yeah, there's some. Well, I can tell you right now, there's one with Lance and Paigey that I think people would say is top 5. Where
what's that one? Refresh me.
We're not gonna. We will save that. We will save
does
that for the stream.
Does that involve a cut off appendage?
Yeah, definitely. Dwarf Street says Paigey has to lock in. We'll let him know we'll do that one because it'll be during the
Flashlight. That's a good
downtime.
one. Yeah.
Oh no,
Eric got freaky.
What about the one with Canada Grass where we showed that video of him walking around?
Yelling at the 7-Eleven one?
Yeah. That was a good one too. I remember that one. All right, hold on. Let's see here.
Eric's J-string flash. That was a decent one.
While I'm writing the next options, let's take a look at what Greg Berlanti is working on. So, Greg
And Leonardo
Berlanti
DiCaprio, too.
is doing a Captain Planet live action series for Netflix.
This is actually pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wanted to. When I was watching this as a young kid, I kind of wanted to see what a live action version would look like.
I'm kind of shocked this isn't a movie, to be honest.
Yeah, so what do you think we're going to get with this series? Like 10 episodes and a mid-budget? Like, what are you thinking?
10 episodes. I don't expect it to be 20.
I wonder what I do wonder what the formula is, because, like, you know, we're in this era of, like, everything being quote-unquote woke and political, and, like, if there's any project that should be woke, it's Captain fucking Planet, right? Like, that's literally their entire thing. I am wondering how you adapt that into, like, Netflix level drama. You know, like what does that look
Well,
like?
when I hear Greg Berlanti, I just think like young adult, like CW stuff. That's
Yeah.
what I think it's going to be.
I wonder if they're going to cast Chris Wood as Captain Planet. That'd be funny.
This seems to kind of be the direction a lot of Netflix is going right now. It's just these live action adaptations of classic shows or like mid 2000 shows. Like what, you have One Piece, you have Avatar, you have Scooby Doo, you have Captain Planet, you have like a lot of those kind of stuff. Seems like the direction they're heading, which isn't always bad necessarily, but I'm curious to kind of see, I guess, just how you adapt this, because I wouldn't know where to start personally.
Well, first you have to make the rings. I mean,
All right. The final poll for the night. We're going for a third one since you guys were so generous and we reached our goal. Top five favorite MCU characters. Worst live action hero and villains. Arrowverse ships. What went wrong? And worst Arrowverse seasons.
that one should win.
And I'm sure we'll get some of the Candace Patton fans in here if we do worst Arrowverse ships. What went wrong?
Oh God!
Pretty sure that will happen.
Oh Lord,
100%. What else do we have here? Oh, Darren, you had some thoughts on this one here. Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos says AI will make their movies and TV shows better, not just cheaper. Our creators are already seeing the benefits in production through pre-visualization and shot planning work, certain visual effects.
Captain Planet, he's a hero. What a song.
So let me tell you where I think AI is really useful in movies and TV shows and stuff. And I've noticed it in a few
Scripts, I know.
No, not scripts. I've seen it in some like movies and shows now that have come out where they've tested out a little bit. The only thing that I think ethically right now that works for me is when people sign off on allowing AI to dub their language, right? So like I've watched a couple of shows in both subtitles and AI dubbing. And I think AI dubbing where it's actually their voice speaking in a different language actually works. It works fine as long as they sign off on it. I think that's fair.
You know what? I also like. I can sign off on with AI is basically if you want a specific a scene to where you can't physically do it, and AI can basically do it where they can do CGI. I think that will benefit it. If the person that we have limitations, we can't do something we don't know how to do.
I've got
What do you mean, though?
I'm going to push back on that in a second, but first I want to respond to this. It's not replacing a job if the job was never going to be given out, is what I'm saying. Like if you're watching a TV show where they're never going to dub it, never going to happen, right? And so they're like, we will offer it as an option for people that are maybe blind, like people that can't read subtitles. I think it's really important to remember that accessibility is important for people. So for me, dubbing it with AI and on a show that was never going to be dubbed anyway, so that maybe blind people can hear the voices and be able to experience that. I think that to me is worth that sacrifice as long as they're not taking away the job of someone who was going to dub it or get paid for it.
And
There's a big issue with accessibility. Yeah. Like, it really is. There are shows that will never get dubbed ever. It'll always be subtitles. And so there's a lot of people that have visual impairments that cannot actually participate in that media. So for me, I'm okay with that as long as you are not taking away an option for somebody to do the voice work. If they, in fact, were going to do that. If they were never going to do that, then I don't have a problem with AI doing it as long as the actor signs off on it. Now, on what 3Dub said about like the scenes and everything, can you explain what you mean? Because I think Paige is thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Like, can you explain what you mean by we're unable to do it? Because I think almost any visual scene can be done by VFX artists.
Like, if you want, like, like how you say like animation can do stuff that film can't. What if like we can do it in film now?
I still don't totally understand what you're saying, because like if you're talking about VFX artwork, that's literally the one thing I don't want them doing with AI.
No,
like,
I mean,
that's
like,
the big one.
For me, like the one thing I don't want them to do with AI is basically create a human being that isn't real, and basically have like a fake person on set.
What? Okay, hold on. Are you saying like an AI person?
No, what I'm saying is like make like Superman flying. If they want to do something that can only be done in animation, but they want to do it in live action,
they can still do it in live action though. That they make Superman fly in live action.
No, I'm just giving that example.
But that's taking a lot of jobs away from people. Like that's literally taking jobs away from people because there's stunt people, there's people that run the rigs that the stunt people use. There's the VFX artists that work on that on post production. There's the people that have to make costumes for those kinds of scenes. Like that's subtracting like probably hundreds of jobs from the set of a movie if you just do it on AI. It probably won't be as good.
I'm not saying like completely like, but use it as a tool to kind of polish it up, make it more like less noticeable that it's fake.
Well, they already kind of do that anyway. If you're talking about like removing wires and stuff like that, that's something that probably already is done with an AI assistant in post production. But like if we're talking about like actually like if you want somebody to make, so this is my issue with it. If you want to see Superman flying and it's something that can be done in animation, then that person animating could literally animate it in live action and make it look like Superman flying in live action. Like, it's not that hard to do that. If you let AI do that, then you're taking the job away from, like, I don't know, maybe a dozen or more people. So I don't totally agree with that. If that's what you're talking about, I don't totally agree with that. So
I'm not, like, talking specifically that, like, basically taking away from people's jobs. I'm saying more like, you know, how the you can clearly see the Flash's cartoon when he's running in the live action. Make it so that doesn't exist with AI. Like make it like basically have Grant Gustin look like Grant Gustin as he's running, doing those stunts. Like basically instead of having a cartoon face, have Grant Gustin there.
I mean, isn't that kind of what they already do anyway, just not with AI?
But they basically made him. This is without AI. They basically made him a cartoon as he's he's doing a running on walls.
You're talking about the VFX, right?
Yeah, the VFX. Use AI for the VFX polishing.
That is a job industry though.
I just think it will make it easier so they don't look like a cartoon.
Right. But what I'm saying though is that would effectively be subtracting somebody from an actual career in Hollywood, like by doing that.
But wouldn't that basically be like they didn't take away the?
They're not. So I think you got this all wrong, 3Dub. They're not going to pay an artist X amount of money to use AI. They're going to cut out the artist altogether.
No, they're going to use what they already had, get the AI on top. So Grant Gustin looks like that because they're not paying that much to do it. So if they use that, they just chuck AI on the top, which would be cutting out someone else potentially getting money. Because if you wanted to make it better, you'd hire more people to do it, or give the other person, that one person doing it, more time, aka more money.
Mm. Look, 3Dub, you're right. They could do like a face filter thing, like when you do a face swap on TikTok and like somebody else is standing next to you or whatever. They could do that, But that technology on TikTok is being done like as a fun thing that people do together. In Hollywood, that is a job that someone has. And if you allow Hollywood to cut a corner somewhere, they're going to do it. Like, for example, would you want, in Fast and the Furious, would you want another actor playing Paul and then they just put his face on that person with AI?
Nope.
Right. So that's essentially, if you were to go the route that you're going, Hollywood would do that over and over and over again.
That's the part that I'm against, but I'm also like use it as a tool to help polish certain things.
A tool, yes. So if you're talking about like the finishing touches on stuff to help speed up your job, yes. But if you're talking about like just letting AI make the scene or whatever,
I
don't
not
get
make
that.
the scene, but basically help like polish it to where it doesn't look like a cartoon.
Yeah. I don't know. We'd have to see, but I think the problem is that require. So I've always said this, and Paigey, I'm glad you're here because we've talked about this before. They need to have ethical, like, supplemental AI and just no generative AI in entertainment at all.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Like, no generative stuff. If somebody types in a prompt and creates an entire scene out of that prompt, I will never support that.
Yeah.
In art. Never, ever. If somebody is an actual artist that is like saying, oh, I want to use AI to help make the shadows a little bit better on a scene that I already did, an artist working on it, and they want to use that as their tool, I don't really have a total issue with that because that is the artist making that choice in the work they're making, not the studio coming in and taking the job away from the artist to replace the artist altogether. That's where I draw the line. But that requires ethics and AI. Like that's the thing they were striking over.
Yeah.
Was this very stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I've gone over this way too many times on here, and I feel like it's just me repeating the same shit over again.
Well, it's going to be bad on YouTube too because YouTube is going to start allowing you to make thumbnails with AI soon, and I called this out like 2 years ago. I said it several times on the after parties back then. Like at a certain point, YouTube is just going to let you make thumbnails with AI. They're going to say, "Oh, your video is about this, this, and this. Here's your thumbnail," and that's it.
I think it sounds dramatic, but I really do think this is the beginning of the like death of humanity and like what makes us human.
Yeah.
Right. Like what makes us human is art. That's what puts us apart from any other mammals out there. Is like we have the power to express. We have the power to
twerk.
To like create. Sure, Paigey. Yeah, but like sure, but like if we stop doing that, we just like just twerk for me, AI. Just like do that. Then that takes away a part of that expression.
Yeah.
And
you have a template of what could go wrong with AI, and that's iRobot.
All right, so we have 3 super chats, and then we are done with all of our topics. We're going to do our choices. We're going to try and knock out 3 tonight, but we're only going to go for a half an hour. So from this point to the next half an hour, as far as we're going to go. So we're going to get there as best we can. So let's get these super chats done, and then we're going to entertain you guys with our list for tonight. Maddie here with the $4.99 super chat. Can we get Ben here for worst Arrowverse ships, really, so we can collectively call him out for his Mon-El Cara edits? I think so. Somebody called Ben out here. Where is it at? Ethan here says Ben fell off. His Superman review has less than 800 views with 112K subscribers. Paigey, any thoughts on that?
Sorry, repeat that.
Ben's. They wanted to get Ben on the stream here, but Ethan says that Ben fell off and he's not. His videos aren't doing.
Is Ben still? What is Ben doing?
He does. He puts videos up. Yep.
Is he still okay? No, just in general. Like, I guess.
Well, he's traveling around and doing like press tours and stuff like that. But let me see.
ECU videos. Mostly.
Ben's take. Yeah. Let me see what he's doing over here. He did Superman and Lois Star One. Wait, Superman and Lois Star One and Melissa Benoist and Grant Gustin. So he did Arrowverse videos still. Okay. Supergirl poster, 600 views.
I just said, like, I think in general, like, it's main reason, like, my whole thing has been if there's anything that's interesting to me, I'll make a video and talk about it. But I honestly just think there's nothing that interesting in regards to like the DCU stuff, just on like the surface level at the moment. Like, and I think obviously stuff has to come out. I haven't seen Superman yet, so I don't know. Like, there would be.
I think you'll have a lot to talk
Talking
to after you
points.
see Superman, maybe for like a week or so. But it's just not something that's going to go on for a long time, essentially.
Yeah. So like, I think it's one of those things like, probably like maybe like what 4 years down the track, it's a different picture and stuff. But it's like when you I don't know. I'm trying to think of an analogy. It's like when you're in the drive-thru, Eric, and you're you've got your order in mind. Okay, you want the Big Mac, 5,000 nuggets. You got to wait till you get to the speaker box until you can order. You know what I mean?
I'd argue,
yeah,
like, it kind of starts now, in my opinion. Like, Peacemaker starts in a couple weeks, and that's going to run for like 8 weeks straight. And then we have to wait a couple months, and that's Lanterns comes out, and that's going to be like 8 weeks straight of content. And a couple months later, it's Supergirl. Like, I feel like we're finally here for their stuff to actually.
I think it's about like the in and out, if that makes not in and out burger, Eric. Don't get too much. You know what I mean? Like the in and out nature of it. Like it's not a consistent thing. And I think Gunn's trying his hardest to an extent to make it a consistent manner. And also, you're seeing like the certain accounts on Twitter mainly that I see at the very least. Trying to keep it like a consistent thing, like hype level. That's what I'm trying to say. Like a consistent hype level where it's not teetering up and down like a stock exchange or something like that. Like it's just like, a straight line with like a little ups and downs here, not massive ups and downs.
Yeah.
But that's hard. Like when something's not coming out, like the next, Peacemaker comes out, in like a few weeks or whatever it is. But then what is it? It's like lands like almost a year after, or just like maybe like 10 months later. So like, what's the filler in between that? Because the thing is, once Peacemaker's over, no one's fucking talking about that show after a week.
No,
like,
it'll be all hype leading up to Supergirl.
So you're hoping that maybe Comic-Con in a week, but then Gunn's saying that they're not going to Comic-Con except for Peacemaker. So what's happening? I don't believe it either. I think he's talking out of his ass.
Yeah.
I think he's just trying to not allow stuff to leak, because as soon as you say you're going there, stuff like all the Marvel stuff always comes out before. Like everyone knew Blade was happening, and it was their big reveal. It's like, bro, 4 days ago came out that Mahershala Ali was going to be playing Blade, and the movie was happening and everything. And the surprise got spoiled. It was more just the confirmation on stage. So maybe Gunn is trying to avoid that, which I can completely understand if that's the case. But you would hope that keeping that under the radar is worth it, or the reveal is worth it. Like if you keep it under the radar, then it's like Peacemaker season 3 is like, oh, who gives a shit? Give us something like, announce Batman, announce
Waller season 1 coming up. Like people,
I forgot that show was even happening until you mentioned that.
A lot of people have,
announce, give us something on Boosted Gold, or they keep teasing this Wonder Woman stuff. Okay, they're going to announce who Wonder Woman is. They keep saying that Wonder Woman, if a script's done, it's going to go and get fast tracked. That's the term I'm trying to think of. So you think if that's the case, they'd have a person to play Wonder Woman in mind, or if not already.
Well, I think he said he was going to cast an unknown for that role. So
I don't know. I think that's mainly probably cost wise. It's like with the Superman cast, where what Nicholas Hoult got the most.
$2 million. He got $2 million.
$100 million more than Rachel and David,
so,
which I think worked. Like I love that it's not this well-known Superman. Like I think it works for that movie.
Well, I think it's also mainly because, like, hypothetically, if not just like Superman and Lois Lane would appear in more projects than Lex Luthor in the DCU. So if they stagger up in regards to wages and stuff like that in each future project, you're making sense with your spending.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't really comment on that because I haven't seen the movie yet in regards to how Lex Luthor is.
So we have Silhouette Animator with a $1 super chat. Replace CEOs with AI. I agree. Get rid of all of them.
What a fucking idiot that one at the Coldplay concert.
Saw that.
I saw a tweet and it was just like, I guess in the moment it's different. If they didn't react, no one would be talking about it.
I know.
The only reason people are talking about it is because they ducked and hid.
Did you hear about this? Does everybody know what this is? Okay.
I saw something about it.
Silhouette Animator, you said you DM me. Are you talking about the Dr. Fate picture? I have that open if that's what you're talking about. Just let me know in the chat if that's what you mean. Okay, so there was a Coldplay concert, and a CEO and someone else that worked with
the head of
worked
HR.
the person that worked for the same company or whatever. They were at a Coldplay concert and they did like the kiss cams where it shows people together or whatever, and the cam focused on them and they realized they were up on the big screen, and at that point his wife and everybody else probably wouldn't have known anything except that they made it obvious that they weren't together. And so people like dug into it and found out that it was a CEO and the head of HR or whatever.
Hate to see it.
Like they weren't like making out, but they were like hugging in a.
It was like an inappropriate hug for a CEO
caressing.
to be doing with like a person. Yeah. Cameron here with a $10 super chat. Hey Eric, have you seen the Red Hood actor from Titans was complaining that DC Studios considering Mr. Terrific and Jimmy Olsen show and not a Red Hood show? You know what I mean. I guess he's
still
excited
going on about that.
I know, like, it just at a certain point it becomes like, just shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, like,
It's pathetic.
yeah, it's really giving like sad. It's just, I mean, has he even been anything else since Titans?
I don't.
Oh,
I know.
maybe, but something like you probably haven't watched. I mean, I don't know.
I liked him in that show. I thought he was fine in Titans, but that universe is gone. Like,
Done.
once that show was over, that was it.
Yeah.
They were done with it. Like,
Just like just on there.
it's like, what did you say?
I was like, just like the multiverse that was established on that
Yeah.
freaking Arrowverse.
I think, like, listen, I found it kind of wholesome for a while, right? Like,
Right.
I love people that are so passionate about the characters they play and they're fighting for it. I thought for a minute, I was like, you know what? Hell yeah, dude. But I do think when you are attacking other projects and other creators and other and like other actors for getting work because your show that ended 3 years ago, a show that, let's be honest, wasn't very successful. It wasn't like among the like DC shows. It wasn't one of them that I feel like it gets talked about even nowadays. It was never going to happen.
Right.
It was simply just never going to happen. And if it was, it would have happened season 2 of Titans.
It would have happened 3 years ago.
Well, on top of that, there was other characters I would have spun off first. Like Nightwing is a no-brainer for me. I would have done a Nightwing show. Yeah.
Superboy is what I would have done. Yeah.
You know what comes up when you type Titans in the Google?
What?
Tennessee Titans. They're more popular than that show.
Well, it's because they took the teen out of it. If it were Teen Titans, it might have pulled it up. But
you have to type in DC Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a super chat from Pagey. Millions. He was making millions and billions of dollars. Maddie says, how much money did Pagey make from consistent content, if you don't mind me asking? Billions of YouTube bucks. Billions.
I don't know. And up to it, where it was just all I did for a bit.
Yeah, I mean...
but a lot of, I've always said this, a lot of my stuff got copyright claimed, which I didn't really mind. But it's, you know,
yeah,
I prefer to do it because then you have to work around it, and I prefer to like actually include crap. Like Eric had to like always like step around it, so I didn't. It was annoying when like you got a lot of views. It's like fuck, that would have made X amount.
Yeah,
but bloody Warner Brothers were like, no, we'll take that. Thank you very much.
We can watch the MK2 trailer very quickly, only because I want to get to our list.
Yeah. Did anyone buy? I bought, even though I didn't see it, I bought the Superman cup from the theater. It's fucking huge. I think it fits like a liter in it or something like that. That's big for Australia.
I got this thing.
Wait, ooh. Is that the popcorn?
Yeah.
That one's
how much?
Great. That's great.
It's
Okay, did it come with a God, my thing was a medium combo. Yeah, combo. It was like 20. It was 30 Australian, but I got 10% off because I was a member of the theater thing. But that's what, so 27. That's like, I don't know, 18 American or something. 30 American for a bucket. That's crazy.
It's going up even more. They've increased the price. I saw the Fantastic Four bucket. The Galactus one is $80.
Yeah,
I saw that one, but that's cooked. That's like a crazy one. Like,
that's not even a popcorn bucket. That's a
collectible.
Figure.
Yeah, that's something that you hold onto and it'll sell for like 200 in a year or something. Especially if the movie's popular.
It is a Joe Blow trailer. I'm just kidding. It's not. All right. Here we go. Let's
There you
watch
go.
it.
Why does it look like? Oh no, it's all good.
I think it's smart to put him as like basically the lead of the movie. Do you think that's smart? Do you think he carries enough weight to carry the film? Because I feel like he's going to be a one of the main characters.
I mean, he was the highlight of Bones in Star Trek.
You mean the character or the actor?
The actor.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, we've
Yeah.
talked about it before that like Hollywood isn't really designed around actors much anymore. It's more about like the properties themselves. But I do feel like he's someone that does come with a little bit of like, I don't know, weight behind him because of the being part of popular franchises.
Yeah,
I think
he's
he
fine.
does have a leading kind of vibe, and because I think he's done it before. Well, obviously he's done it before with the boys, but he does have like experience being in the front rows lead.
Don't remember. I thought the first one was a little bit more like serious, right?
I didn't watch it.
Did anybody else watch
but
it?
I can't.
I
I watched it, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I
Like,
can't
honestly.
either. I remember the Scorpion stuff because that was kind of one of the main parts of the
I
movie.
guess it had funny moments, but like not like forced comedy.
Yeah, I know Kano had jokes, but I don't think that the tone, like this feels like a slight tone shift for me. Maybe for the,
Did you see the one shot of him basically fighting a bunch of bad guys?
I mean, we just watched it, right?
No, that was a trailer.
Oh,
They
you're
were-
talking about the real world trailer or whatever? Yeah, I
Yeah.
did see that one. Yeah. I think that one had copyrighted music in it though.
Oh, okay.
So,
That
we do
was
have another.
pretty good, too.
They filmed this. They filmed this like 20 minutes away from where I live.
Oh, really? Did you go there and watch it?
Yeah, twice.
We got a $20 super chat from Cameron. Thank you so much, Cameron. Eric, have you seen that DC is going to have a big event called DC KO? And the event will be a major drag-out fight between all the major DC superheroes in a cosmic tournament to save the universe from Darkseid.
Oh, it's like it's a comic. I did see that. It's like a new comic event.
Really?
Yeah.
DC KO? So DC Knockout. Wait, are we talking about like heroes fighting heroes and stuff? Is that what this is going to be as well, or is it like just?
I think it. Just from like the photo I saw, I think it was like kind of like Contest of Champions, kind of, but for DC. But I could be wrong.
Hold on. Look this up. All right. This is what I see here. DC has announced DCKO about Scott Snyder and Yavi Fernandez. Brutal bracket style tournament where 36 heroes battle for survival and the fate of the universe. Picture a high stakes cosmic tournament where heroes and villains are thrown into a gladiator style. Well, so this says heroes and villains. Where heroes and villains are thrown into a gladiator style battles across the colossal Earth Risen arena. Each level more brutal and symbolic than the last. The goal: generate enough Omega energy to challenge a godlike Darkseid and crown a new King Omega.
Sounds like a video game.
Sounds like fan fiction. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I mean, but Scott Snyder's writing it. So
Snyder cultist. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about this. So
I feel like Superman would just, I don't know, clear him.
yeah. Here's a blown up picture that Silhouette Animator shared with me, where he's showing that it looks like Dr. Fate from Black Adam. I think is what we're doing. This is from the artwork inside of Superman. Just the mural of all the heroes and stuff. I think it might be just a similar looking character. I don't think it's actually going to be the Dr. Fate from Black Adam. As much as I would love to see him come back, I don't think so. So I will watch one more trailer at the end, which is going to be the Tron Aries trailer, briefly at the very end of this. But we have 20 minutes to knock out some of these categories. So, Jake, are you awake or did you fall asleep?
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Okay, all right. So let's start. Let me pull up my list here. The first category is going to be, let's see.
Oh, I have a little like fun caveat for one of these.
What do you mean?
Uh-oh.
For the MCU Powers one.
Yeah.
One that I have on here, like I'll go into it obviously later, but
We're doing 3 on that one, right? It was 3.
Yeah, it was 3, and the one that I'll mention last, I guarantee no one will even think of it, even if all 3 of you put your heads together.
Okay, so why don't we start? Okay, so we'll just save that for last. So the first one we're going to do is our 3 least favorite DC live action characters. Okay.
All right.
And we're going to do the poll at the end, Ethan. I'm going to let it run all the way to the end.
Least favorite what?
3. Wait.
I'm sorry. I was.
Our 3 least favorite DC live action characters.
Okay, so not just heroes, characters.
It can be anybody. Anybody.
All right.
So I will go first. I know Paigey didn't do the list because he doesn't participate. So he can just drop in whenever he wants, I guess. We'll start with me, and I'm going to start with my number 1 here. It made me think about it. We were talking about this the other day. So this was at the bottom of my list for sure because it's not even really a character. Mm-hmm. And that is Jimmy Olsen from Batman v Superman.
I thought about that. I thought about it.
What a waste. What a waste. Like, how many lines did he get in the movie? And it was just the director's cut. It wasn't even the regular one.
You killed him in his debut scene.
Yeah. So maybe he maybe said 3 things. What a waste. Like, what an awful version of Jimmy Olsen. Like, there was no chance of him ever being in that universe again because they killed him off right at the beginning. Think about that for a second. How fucking dumb was that? So fucking dumb. It's live action Lone Wolf. It was TV or movies. You can pick either one. All right, Darren, what's your number 3?
My number 3, I'm going to go with Wonder Woman, but exclusively from 1984. They made decisions with that character in that movie that just baffled me that they were going, and I don't blame necessarily Gal or but like some of the things that they had her do in that movie, I could not co-sign on, and it kind of made me a little disdain as a character as a whole, which is why I think we desperately need a new Wonder Woman movie to kind of like clean the palette for Wonder Woman as a character and kind of move forward with her. So, yeah. Lone Wolf, I have a lot of cop-outs, so be prepared.
All right. Jake, you are up next. What is your number 3 choice?
So my number 3, I talked about this a little bit earlier when it came up in conversation. About a character that I was a particular fan of.
Okay.
And going all the way back to the Arrowverse with this one, and that is Wildcat from Arrow. I really could not stand what they did with that character. The only thing that they got right with that character is that he is one of the trainers of Black Canary. It's not the only thing they got right with the character. They just made him into a generic boxer that was only in the show for about 5 episodes, if that. They introduced him in this butt ugly costume, and he gets his ass kicked so bad that everyone thinks he died, but no one cared. And it was just so disappointing. And I felt like I was on my own little island around that time because everybody was like, "Oh, what is that one Wildcat fan out there gonna be mad?" It's like, yeah, I'm right fucking here.
Oh no.
Yeah.
3Dub, do you have a number 3?
Yeah. Well, I have a number 1.
Oh, are you going backwards?
Yeah.
Okay.
My number 1 is Red Hood from Titans. Just to piss him off.
Oh my god. That's so fucking hilarious. Oh.
He's too short.
Paige, any thoughts so far? Do you disagree or agree with anybody's choices?
I'm trying to think of. I mean, opinions are opinions. They are what they are. Oh, the first one that jumped to my head was that fucking villain from Blue Beetle.
Oh, which the Susan Sarandon character or whatever?
No, the dude.
Oh,
Well, both of them, to be completely honest, they're both shit. But like,
I mean, hers was bad because it was basically all dialed in, 100%. She was
yeah,
getting
Susan
never
Sarandon was
mentioned.
like $1 million. Thank you very much. I'll take that.
No, I would say Susan Sarandon is a bad one for me. Yeah, for sure.
But I just remember when they tried to make like give some sympathy to that villain. It's just like, what the fuck? This came out of nowhere, and it was shit. It wasn't well done either.
Yeah.
That villain was ass.
All right. So for me, my number 2 is going to be Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor. I hated that character.
Me too. But
So bad. Like, I understand that he wasn't supposed to be like the quintessential Lex Luthor and they were trying to move him into that space. But I mean, he essentially was playing the same character he played from the Facebook movie.
Yeah.
He was just Zuckerberg. I was like, okay, he's a Lex Zuckerberg at this point. Like, that's what he was playing. I hated it. Hated that character. So there's that. All right, Darren, what is your second one?
My second one is very coded with the same kind of logic I had with the first movie. And like again, like these aren't necessarily characters I hate, but like directions I really hated with them. Aquaman, but specifically from Aquaman 2.
Okay.
How to tear down a character. Like, how do you by the end of the movie be like, you should get your kingdom taken away from you and it should go back to Orm.
Right.
Orm felt more like Aquaman in that movie.
I agree with that. I've said that before.
I could not believe how irresponsible, he was like low-key a horrible person in that movie and didn't seem to care about anything he was doing in that movie. And I was like, oh man, you suck. And I feel like there was a really cool way to like break that down and like create a really cool narrative around that. Like, why is he acting like this? And maybe there was something there that was cut on the cutting room floor because again, that movie was cut to pieces. That was 10 different movies.
The third act was a butchery. Like, that third act of that movie was so bad.
Yeah, but yeah, and the fact that it's the final DCEU movie is I feel so bad for that whole franchise.
Yeah.
Jake, what about you? What's your second choice?
So my second one, this one was really heartbreaking for me because I love this character and a lot of other forms of media. It's one of my favorite comic book characters of all time. We haven't gotten very many live action versions of them, and even still, in my opinion, we haven't gotten a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And that is Dick Grayson from Titans.
The best Titans character.
It was infuriating to watch him at times because, like, he was just a horrible leader for that team. Just an asshole, like not in the fun way where you enjoy watching him. Just made so many inconsistent character decisions that really pissed me off, especially the whole, thing where he like uses kryptonite against Connor. I was like, that is not something Dick Grayson would do. Like, he was always a character who would, keep secrets from the team, would be off in his own little world. I'm like, this is Batman. This is not Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
And I could have just as easily said Bruce Wayne from Titans, but no, I went with Dick Grayson because, man, they butchered the hell out of that character. His Robin suit looked great, but man,
Pagey's face disappeared. Oh no. 3Dub, what is your second choice?
My second choice is going to be from a Arrowverse adjacent, and that's Superman Lois, and that's Allie Austin.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's like the one character I would let you have.
I'm like, I love Superman Lois. That was the only character I hated.
All right, Paigey, do you have another one you want to toss in or no? Anybody else that bothers you? From the Arrowverse or anything like that?
Oh, Mon-El. Fucking hell. He was so shit.
Oh, God, Mon-El. Remember we watched, I think the last time you were here, we watched that little video that Ben made with Mon-El. And,
Little.
Yeah. So,
I felt like it went for ages. Didn't feel that small.
So my number one choice is going back
Hashtag
into the
sus.
Arrowverse, and I've been waiting to say this character for a really long time
No,
because
no.
Yeah, before you
yeah.
carry on, what does that say behind you? What does that say,
Where?
DJ Eric?
Yeah, it's my laptop for work.
Oh, it's a laptop.
Yeah.
Why is it so high? Oh,
It's on a stand over my DJ stuff
why is it there?
because that's where it's been set up at. It's been there for a while. Have you not noticed it? You've been here since it's been there.
I haven't.
Yeah, I
noticed either.
sometimes just don't pay attention.
Okay, so my number one is a character from the Arrowverse,
Okay.
and I've been waiting to say this name for a very long time.
His name or this name?
Her name
He,
is
her?
Cupid.
Oh, stupid.
Stupid. I hate that character so much. And the episode where I can't remember which one it was, where they were all trapped inside of a building together, and she was like facing off against like the entire team, and was able to defeat like the entire team. I'm like, you have to be kidding me, right?
I'm Cupid.
The wedding episode, man. Season 4.
So bad, so bad. I'm Cupid, stupid. No, no.
Peak.
You get one honorable mention, everybody. By the way, my
Okay.
one honorable mention is what was her name? The bee lady.
Oh, fuck no.
Bug-eyed Bandit.
Yes. Oh no, that's another bad. Was that Arrow season 4 as well?
I will say
So that was Arrow and the Flash. She was in both
Yeah.
shows.
Which
I
one was
will-
she in first though?
Flash
Arrow.
season 1.
Oh, was it?
I will
Okay.
say the one they used
Better
in
than Flash, I
Smallville
think.
is 10 times worse than the one Arrow.
All right. Well, Darren, what is your number one? And you have one honorable mention if you want to toss it.
Yeah, I saved all my Arrowverse ones because I know we're doing like worst side characters in a couple
Yeah.
weeks, I assume. So I was like, I'm gonna save those because there's the ones I can pick there.
I mean, there's probably more, but you should save them anyway. So
Yeah, I went with another Titans character. Surprise, surprise. I actually kind of respect this, like what they did with this character, because like I think if you look at this as this Elseworld story, it's actually kind of cool.
I feel like I know who you're going to say.
But in the context of the character, it's easily the worst thing that they've ever done with that character. Jake, you already mentioned it. It is Bruce Wayne Batman from Titans.
Oh.
Holy shit. Like, I really like the idea of having this kind of, like, older, hippie Batman who's just kind of over the shit. Like, I feel like that is cool on paper. But I do think in Season 3, having Batman, like, crack and go insane and go on that, like, killing spree works for this little Elseworld story that they have, right? Like, I kind of like that as, like, this Elseworld of, like, oh, Batman has cracked, and now Dick Grayson has to step up and take care of Gotham. That's cool. But for the character itself, awful interpretation of Batman and what they were doing there. Like, what an insane choice.
All right, before we get to... wait, do you have an honorable mention?
That's all right.
Okay. All right, we're going to do these quickly because he's been dropping them in the chat. Silhouette Animator with $8 Super Chat. My pick, the cop who ripped the rags off Joker from Joker 2. Oh, gosh. $5 Super Chat. Second pick, General Thursday from Pennyworth, a.k.a. the guy responsible for Lundy getting nuked in the show's final scene. I mean, these are some deep cuts.
Those are some deep cuts.
I have to give it to
Hell
you.
yeah.
You really thought about it for sure. Jake's back on camera. Get the panties ready. All right, so we have... we haven't seen that person in a few weeks now.
I'll summon him back.
Lone Wolf, $2 Super Chat. Venom. Number 3 is Venom. Number 2 is Rhino. Number 1 is Deadpool. Oh, the Weapon X one from... or the X Wolverine X-Men Origins one.
My favorite DC characters.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
hopped in the wrong universe there for a second.
And Silhouette Animator, $2 Super Chat. No votes for Turner Hayes.
I like Turner. He's like the weakest of that show, but
Yeah.
No,
I
the
enjoy
weakest is
Turner.
Batman.
Yeah.
he's
All right,
like
Jake, what is your number one
I
and your
agree.
honorable mention?
So I was surprised that this one did not get taken
What
already.
the hell? I'm sorry,
Anyway,
What?
I was surprised.
my
this one
mic was
didn't-
muted.
Oh.
I was surprised this one didn't get taken already, but I'll do my number one and the honorable mention. My number one from the DCEU, Barry Allen.
Wow.
I mean, good God, talk about everything that you can get wrong about a character. Like, turned him into just an incompetent, bumbling idiot who had no idea how to be a superhero at all, which the show did as well, but they show you starting out. Now, granted, they didn't do great at showing his evolution, but I digress. And it was just infuriating to watch his version of the character, and I'm not even talking about the real-world problems that was caused. It really just felt frustrating, especially in projects like his own movie, where they tried to go off of Whedon's cut of Justice League, and more akin to that. It's
Right.
like a lot of the humor in that movie, which was derived from both versions of both characters he played, it really didn't land for me. And I think especially in that movie, seeing two of them bounce back and forth off each other, I was like, wow, okay, this was just horrible for Barry Allen. and it makes me think, it's like, I like some things that Zach has done, but considering that was his first choice for Barry Allen, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, either you've never read a single comic with Barry Allen in it, or you just didn't care.
I do wonder what his vision for Barry was going to be based on that casting, because it seems like once the casting was done and he did that one movie, there was nothing for nowhere for him to go. Did you have an honorable mention?
Yes, I did, and this is going before the DCEU, before the Arrowverse, even before the Dark Knight trilogy. And this is a character that this is actually their live-action debut, and for the longest time, this was their only live-action debut until they got their due over 20 years later. That is one of my favorite characters, John Henry Irons, Steel from his own movie.
Oh, God, the Shaq movie.
Yep. I fucking love John Henry Irons, but that movie just... I mean, as you would expect, it did nothing right with... I was going to say any of the characters, but John Henry Irons is the only actual character from that movie that's from comic books. Everybody else is original. And, I mean, God, I don't know how you can mess up a character that badly. Now, I think what Superman and Lois did with the character, that needs to be the standard going forward.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Yeah. But man, that broke me just watching that movie as somebody who loves that character.
So, 3Dub, what is your final choice and any honorable mentions you have?
My final choice is going to be from the DCEU, and he was just... I did not like him from the day one he appeared in Suicide Squad. His name is Jared Leto's Joker.
Oh, you didn't like the You didn't like the gangster Joker. You didn't like him. You didn't like him.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, and then he changed when he got into later movies. He became more like Heath Ledger's Joker, which I thought was weird.
And then he dressed up as Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, it was just very weird. Very weird.
And my honorable mention is actually from my favorite TV show, Smallville. That's Lana Lang. She was drawn out way too much.
What?
I'm a close fan, by the way.
You didn't like Lana at all?
Nope. I hated Lana. I hated Lana Lang. She started out good, but after season 4, she should have just left the show.
Wow, you wanted her to get fired?
No, I wanted her to basically her story to be complete.
Yeah, so you wanted her.
Wait, do we have any other big brain people here that realized that they should have never done Lois Lane on Smallville and just made it Clark and Lana?
Wow, wow.
You know,
I will stand by that. I think they forced Lois Lane into that show.
Wow.
And it should have just been Clark and Lana until the end.
I will say there was a character from Smallville that I thought about including. There was one character from Smallville that I thought about, and it was only because there's a lot that I don't remember from that show, so I don't remember how I feel about the characters. And I only remember how I felt about this character because they were in the last season, and that was Slade Wilson. Yeah, they pretty much got nothing right about him either.
Paige, do you have anybody you wanted to mention?
Oh, Allegra. Such an easy pull.
Fair enough.
No one gets Cecile. I mean, what the heck?
Well, Cecile had good moments. Allegra was only had like one good episode the entire time she was on the show.
Can I also ask what is that on 3Dub's thing?
What is what?
CC.
CC Jitters?
It says Creative Crusaders.
Who the fuck is the Creative Crusader?
That's his channel branding.
Yeah, that's my new brand. Apparently, it's also Chinese corporate. I didn't know that.
Jesus. Okay. All right. So we are coming up. We've got like 6 minutes left before I was going to end the stream. So we're going to skip one of the topics. Okay. We're going to do the 3 MCU powers and we're going to do them all in a row. We're not going to do circle. Like I will give my 3, Darren will give his 3, Jake will give his 3. And chat, you can tell us who you think has the best selection of powers once we're all done. Like just say, I think Darren's was the best selection. I think Jake's was the best. I think 3Dub's best. Imagine that every power you're picking is a power that you get. So like these are like you're creating yourself as a being with all these powers you're picking. And then we're going to answer the super chat and end the poll. All right. I will go first. You can pick the same ones if you want. All right. I will watch the Tron Aries trailer, but if people have to go, I'm going to let them jump out of here. My first choice, if I'm putting all these powers together in one person, my first choice is literally my favorite character in the MCU because the power level is so high. Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Magic.
I saw that coming.
I want Doctor Strange's magic. My second favorite powers would be another extremely powerful character. Some would say had a dad bod for a moment, and that is Thor. I want the powers of the God of Thunder. And my last option is a woman that is extremely powerful.
Yeah.
And it's not who you think. I think you know who I'm going to say here, but no. Not Gaia, no. Forget that she even existed. I would say Captain Marvel. So I would want the powers of Doctor Strange, Thor, and Captain Marvel. Those would be the top 3 MCU powers that I would take. So I think that with those powers, I can defeat anyone in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I could be wrong because we still have some people choosing their 3 powers. So Darren, you're picking 3 powers that you want to have. And these are any characters that have ever shown up in the MCU. So TV shows, movies, all of that.
I feel pretty confident in mine. I feel like I could beat you pretty easily with mine.
Okay. All right.
So starting off with, I think, probably my weakest character, and it's still a character that's very, very powerful. Some would call her a destroyer of worlds. Daisy Johnson.
Oh, such a good choice.
Very, very powerful character, but also very level-headed. I feel like I could do a lot with those abilities.
Okay.
My next person here could arguably one of the most powerful characters in the MCU.
Okay.
But in a different way than a lot of your cosmic characters can just
Agatha?
can just take your characters out with just a sentence. And that's Purple Man from Jessica Jones.
Oh, okay.
Just be like, hey, stop what you're doing.
Okay.
And the final blow I had here, I was like, what's one of the more powerful characters we've seen in the MCU? And I have Infinity Ultron from the What If series.
Okay.
The Ultron mixed with all 5
from season
Infinity
1, right?
Stones. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Gotcha.
The mix of that feels like a very powerful combo of characters.
That's pretty good. Okay, so with you we have Purple Man, Infinity Ultron.
Yes.
And who was your first? Oh, Quake.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Jake, what are your 3? Whose powers are you taking for your own?
So I went with a mix of powerful versus just characters whose powers I really like. So the first one I'll say is this is from somebody who is very, very, very old. I would take the healing factor from Wolverine.
Okay.
Second one, I will say, if any of us were to run our mouths,
I should have taken
too
healing
much,
factor. I can't believe I didn't think of a healing factor.
If any of us here were to run our mouths too much, I would say this person could easily make them disappear, and that is Wanda.
So chaos magic.
Yep.
Okay.
And this third one that I said is so obscure, no one would be able to figure it out.
All right.
You guys want to take a crack at it right quick?
No, you can go
Deadpool.
ahead. Just...
No, not Deadpool. So no one's gonna see this coming. I'll say this, especially after I just said Wanda. This is gonna sound so random. Oh my god. I have
Quicksilver. We didn't see this coming.
Yeah.
funny, but no. I have the powers of the Sandman.
Oh.
Like
Sand
like
manipulation.
Spider-Man Sandman?
Yes. Like sand manipulation and giving myself a
What?
giant sand monster form.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He crossed over in No Way Home, so yeah,
Yep.
it counts.
That's the one I knew no one would see.
Yeah, that's a
coming.
really off the wall one for sure. All right. 3Dub, do you have powers selected now?
Yes.
Okay, so what are you giving yourself from 3 characters?
So my top one is my favorite Marvel in general character.
Nick Fury?
No. And yeah. So my first one is Spider-Man.
Okay. So all the powers of the spider.
Even
Got
the
it.
Peter
Solid
Tinkle.
start.
Even the Peter Tinkle. My number 2 is actually a celestial, and that is Orisham the Judge.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then my final one, why no one picked it? I'm confused. Is Sentry/Void.
I did think about that. It's not my mind.
He's
Yeah,
like
that's
the
actually pretty good.
He's like the OP powerhouse.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Paigey, did you have any ideas of powers you wanted or no?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Oh no, they're pretty simple.
Donor powers, I bet.
Tony Stark for the money, Reed Richards
Okay.
for his brain,
Uh-huh.
and Quicksilver just so he could get somewhere quickly.
Oh.
All right. Hell yeah.
I mean, that's pretty good. Chat, which person had the best choices? Leave it in the chat below. Whose powers did you like the most? We're going to save the other one we talked about, we'll save for Monday. So we'll do that one on Monday because we're not going to have time tonight.
Honorable mention to Phil Coulson because he can't die.
Oh, that's true. All right, we're going to end the poll and see what the final choice was.
Why would you want Daredevil? Why would you want to be blind?
Wait, did someone pick Daredevil?
Yeah, Lone Wolf.
Oh.
Radar.
Skills.
Guys, do you see what won the poll?
No. I thought you were talking about Ethan's comment because it's very sus.
No.
Oh, I can't see it. What one?
Arrowverse ships what went wrong. So it's a
Let's
discussion about the Arrowverse
go.
relationships.
What do you mean, what went right?
No. It was
The worst.
overwhelmingly, it was like 45%.
People want to see us get canceled.
All right. So that's the final one. So, all right. We got a super chat here. Then we're going to look at the Tron trailer. We'll just watch it straight through and then end the stream. Cameron with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Cameron, again for the $20. Eric, have you seen that DC is doing an Absolute Evil one-shot comic that brings Ra's al Ghul, Veronica Cale, Hector Hammond, Eleanor Thawne, and a mysterious new Joker in the Absolute Universe together as a team? What? Is there a cover for it or anything?
Huh.
Hold on. Let me see. Is there a cover for it
Veronica
yet?
Cale as in the Wonder Woman character?
Let's see.
Wait, is anyone seeing Smurfs?
No.
I might go tomorrow.
Wow, caught out. Smurfs. Do they have a
Opening night
Smurfs-
Smurfs.
You have to tell us.
Do they have it? Do they have a Smurfs bucket, like a popcorn bucket for Smurfs?
They do.
Oh my gosh.
What
I
is
took
it?
a photo of one. I know it's not a very good look, but
Yeah. So here it goes. DC has announced Absolute Evil, a one-shot written by Al Ewing and art by Giuseppe Camicoli and Stefano Nassi. The issue brings together Ra's al Ghul, this is all the people, this time not as rivals, but as a united force. However, things quickly unravel from within. Oh, so it's literally just, I thought one shot like run. It's literally just one comic. 2 new major characters who will shape the second year of the Absolute Universe. The Absolute Universe is on fire. Like, Everybody's loving this. This is like the complete opposite of like the New 52. I remember that was like a lot of people's least favorite universe.
Oh, they have the Smurfs popcorn bucket is like a little one of their little mushroom houses.
Yeah, it is. I was just about to pull it up.
And then the
You can
cup
share
has
it.
one of
Share it if you want to when you have it.
and the cup has like a little Smurf hat on it.
It seems like everybody's picking different people for their favorite choice of powers. Like there doesn't seem to be any definitive winner.
Who's your favorite Smurf, Eric?
Probably Papa Smurf.
Oh, there's an influencer Smurf, the one that people wanted to see get like skinned alive.
No.
Did you see, Pagey, that he got cut out of the movie?
Hey, cancellation comes in.
How is it
ways.
the one Smurf that gets canceled is the influencer?
Well,
It's a
Eric,
bit. It has to be a bit.
it was like a rage bait thing. Like it looked like a shit character. Though he didn't say any lines. It didn't look like a very promising Smurf.
Well, while you're looking for that, I can find the trailer if you're still looking.
What Smurfs?
Here, I'm gonna share my screen. Just
Okay.
He got, okay, apparently influencer Smurf got caught smurfing minors.
Oh, what?
So I don't, is that canon?
So it's an upside down mushroom with Papa
No,
Smurf
no,
on
there's
top?
different. So I think that's a different one, and then the one on the right is the house, like the mushroom.
Oh,
toadstool.
okay, I see. With Rihanna eating out of it.
Yeah, she's probably singing as well. Whatever
That
that,
song
stupid
is
song
awful. It's an awful
Heaven
fucking
is a
song.
play.
No, it wasn't that one. The other one was Be Your Friend or something. Anyway, it was awful. It was bad.
No, but the one that's in that stupid trailer was just the same line repeated over and over and over.
Yeah,
again.
ooh, baby, do you know what it's worth? Heaven is a
Yeah.
place on earth. Yeah.
That was nightmare fuel. That like a nightmare blunt rotation. That fucking trailer. That was awful.
All right, we're going to watch this straight through, and then we're going to wrap things up. This is the Tron Aries trailer. Everybody will just be safe. They like it or they don't like it. I know
Is
a
it
lot of people
pronounced
don't.
Aries?
Aries, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got Jared Leto in it. You ready?
We calling
Ready
it
for Jared Leto?
Oz.
Since time began,
Kind of like Michael Scott.
man has gazed at the stars and he has wondered,
Ooh,
am I
baby.
alone?
It's going to have that song page. Just wait.
So
feel like it's coming.
much talk of AI and big
Heaven
tech
is
today. Virtual worlds, what are they going to look like? When will we get there?
So they're 3D
folks.
printing stuff from inside
not
of the
going.
Tron world. That's
There.
really interesting.
Wait, who's that
Come here.
actor? You look familiar.
I would
It
like
was
you to meet
Evan
Aries,
Peters.
the ultimate soldier.
Quicksilver.
Oh yeah.
He's biblically strong, lightning fast, supremely intelligent. And if he is struck down on the battlefield, I will simply make you another.
You think you're in control of this? You're not.
I wonder how well this is going to do because this isn't a busy time of year, I don't think, in October
What
for
are you?
movies.
The only one I could think of
looking
Mortal
for
Kombat.
Yeah, hold on.
Something I do not understand.
Hang on!
A malfunctioning program that wants to live. Why is that? It's just a feeling.
It's Morbin time.
Fascinating.
I mean, visually, it looks really cool. I don't know if I care a lot about the story, but
Story?
yeah. It's like an
Story.
anti-AI story.
I'm just shooting shit. I was like, story.
Yeah. I mean,
Ooh, are we gonna get closer in there? Do you think?
that's what I was wondering. So October has an
That's a good
Avatar
song with Jared Leto hanging around. But anyway,
Avatar Way of the Water re-release comes out.
Oh, does it?
That's on the 3rd. On the 10th is Tron Aries.
Yeah.
The 17th is the Black Phone 2. The 24th is Mortal
24th.
Kombat 2.
Okay. What about the 31st?
Chainsaw Man, Bujonia.
An anime. Okay.
Bujonia.
Yeah, The Things with Feathers and Hollow Road.
Is that a description or the title?
That's the title.
Who's in that?
So I will say it sounds like that leaves Tron Aries in a good spot because there's not a lot else coming out.
Do people like? I don't think people care about Tron. Is the thing.
I don't think they do either. The movie has to sell you outside of Tron, which is what I think they're trying to do.
This movie has $170 million budget.
Right.
That, like, I get it. Like, it looks good, like, visually, and there's a lot of special effects stuff. Has a stacked cast, but
Well, the original Tron was a triumph of filmmaking because it was a bunch of stuff that had never been done before.
yeah,
But they waited so long to do the sequel, and the sequel came out when this kind of technology it's easy to make stuff look the way it looks in Tron. And they didn't really elevate it too much. So I think what this movie is trying to do is saying, what if we bring this technology into the real world? Maybe that will make it more interesting, but it's already connected to Jared Leto. So, you know.
Did you talk about the like the Superman box office thing,
What about it?
or just in general?
I mean, we discussed it a little bit. It's probably going to make about 500 million by the end of this weekend, like total amount by the end of the weekend.
Eric, can I send you like a last minute article, just like really quickly that I thought was kind of interesting that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about today?
Yeah. Paige, why do you not think it's going to make 500 million by the end?
No,
of the
I was
weekend?
just curious to see if like you'd gone over and those other numbers.
Yeah. So it looks like everybody's saying that 500 million is going to be where it's going to kind of wrap up this weekend, and then next weekend it's obviously against Fantastic Four, but it's had really strong legs. So I think the next few days after this weekend, they're projecting to do really well until Wednesday previews start to happen for Fantastic Four, and then Superman is going to get affected by that.
I'm a bit worried for Fantastic Four, to be honest.
Do you think so?
I just haven't been hearing the like.
So I had a whole segment, right? I had a whole segment planned out for Fantastic Four tonight, but we just didn't have time to do it. Where it goes over like a lot of Fantastic Four stuff. Like the ticket sales are about 20% lower than where Superman was at the same time before Superman came out. I think people are running out of money. I think that's the problem is money is getting tight. But that means that even if it doesn't have a strong opening weekend, it might make money later because maybe people are waiting until they get paid or whatever. They'll go and see it the second weekend. We'll see.
I think they desperately need to keep it in theaters for a while, keep it in there a couple months. Hopefully it can have that slow burn.
Yeah. A Barbie animated film is in the works.
Illumination.
Yeah.
So the people who made Minions. So I just wanted to bring that up because I think what this is I think they want to do more Barbie because obviously Barbie was this massive phenomenon for them. But I don't think that group of people want to do anymore. It seems like they're like, no, we made this really good movie. We're done.
Would you take a? Do you think they'd do like an I'm Just Ken, but in like the Minions voices, like one of them doing karaoke?
What are the chances of Paige putting up a Ken picture and then having this article in the wings? That's
I think that might. Well, I know Darren was the one who sent the goddamn link. So.
No, I'm just saying it's kind of funny that worked together. I mean, look, I'll give it a shot. I mean, I don't necessarily love the Minion movies, but it's worth giving it a shot, I guess.
I honestly think. No, we're backtracking here, but I think Fantastic Four makes $1 billion.
Really?
I think it does, and I think it's mainly just because I think it will. Well, I think it'll beat Superman. It's mainly just because I think it'll have a better international.
Oh, probably. I think it will. Yeah,
and I still don't know why Superman can't resonate internationally. I still don't understand it really.
I think
and then like another character like Batman easily.
I actually think Superman, and I've said this before, and people fire back at me, but I just believe this is the truth. I think internationally, Superman is just boring to people. They just find him to be boring. He's a Boy Scout character, and people don't resonate with that. They don't care about
Did you
that.
hear that they censored the one of the scenes from the trailer in another country, basically because
kissing Superman and
Yeah.
Lois kissing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was India, I think, right? Wasn't it India?
Yeah.
No, it
Yeah.
wasn't India.
It's just
Yeah.
shorter. It's just like
Yeah.
shorter. Like it's like not too much shorter. But yeah.
There was a couple comments here quickly.
So none of you think that Fantastic Four will outdo Superman?
I think it might.
I think it will.
I don't think it will.
The only reason why is because I think that Superman is going to have its legs chopped off next week. And I think once that it will not be able to recover when Fantastic Four is out. And then Fantastic Four has like a month of time to accumulate.
And you know
money.
what?
So,
and you know what else it has? I don't know what they're doing because I think they said they're not going this year, but I just like the Comic-Con thing.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that helps.
I will agree, though. I don't know why there's no big like push like they did with Superman right before it came out from Fantastic Four. I mean, we're seeing stuff, but not to
be
the degree that
fair,
we're seeing it with Superman.
Internationally, they are because they're doing the like they came to Australia, and
really?
like no one comes to Australia anymore because it's
Right.
such an effort. But they like all of them came. Every single all four of the Fantastic Four came to Australia and did all the press and stuff. So they're all over TV, radio, TikTok, like the Australian TikTok, like different media things and stuff like that.
So Short Car, I've tried to bring them back. People don't really watch episode weekly reviews like they used to on YouTube, and I'm already
especially when
doing
something doesn't come out at like 7 p.m. Like,
so like
that's where you have to watch
for
it.
me, there are people that enjoy doing it, like they enjoy filming reviews. I enjoy live streaming. It's much more fun for me to live stream. This is why I dedicate most of my energy to live streaming, because I just enjoy doing it more. So I don't mind taking clips out of here if there's a little bit of news I can talk about. Rant reviews, Paige even talked about this a little bit earlier. Like, I'd want to use clips and stuff like that, and it's going to get claimed, or I have to take it out, and then it's a lot of editing. And it just, like, for the amount of algorithm love that I'm going to get from YouTube for doing it, I just don't think it's worth it to do that. But I will certainly talk about it on a live stream. Like, I'll dedicate a live stream to talking about it. But doing a separate rant and review video, I think that once they closed off that pipeline back in, 2017, 2018, when they closed up the review pipeline or whatever on YouTube, I don't think it's ever been corrected. I just don't think it exists anymore. I don't think YouTube promotes it. They consider it to be, in their opinion, low effort content. That's the problem.
Yet they're having AI things come out these days that require even less effort.
Yeah. The break-even point is going to be around the same as all of the superhero movies, which is between 400 and 500 million, usually.
Yeah.
We don't know for sure, but that's around what it is.
I just think like the word of mouth hasn't been as strong as it needs to be because of Superman, right? Because everyone is talking about Superman right now, I think this is the least I've talked about like an MCU movie going into, because we've been talking about this movie, and that
I think
happened for a week.
I think it also is important. Like, I have noticed that it is like the online narrative, if that makes sense. So it will be interesting. Like, there's a whole thing about like online versus real life and everything like that. So it will be interesting to see if there's that split, because I feel like Superman's had such a domination of it, or dominance.
I think starting like this weekend, we're going to see a blast of Fantastic Four promotion.
Well, I feel like people are relying on this to do really good just because of the Marvel brand. I think especially this year has proven that you can't go into it with that mindset, because we've had 2 MCU movies come out this year. One of them got great reviews, one of them didn't, and neither one of them made above 500 million.
I think that's a problem with like all movies. I don't think it's just Marvel movies. I think a lot of movies have done like.
I mean, that's the exact same for DC, if not deeper.
Yeah,
like,
I think
that's
it
why
says a
people
lot that Lilo and Stitch
DC's
is the first movie.
Been dead for a couple years.
Yeah, but I think it says a lot that Lilo and Stitch is the only movie at the box office to actually cross the $1 billion line.
I kind of wonder if the controversy around Superman helped boost the hearsay talk, basically, the word of mouth, because there is no controversy with Fantastic Four.
There's a lot of controversy with Fantastic
Well, I mean, like, besides the Silver Surfer.
No, there's people that don't like Pedro Pascal. They're making constant videos about that. There's people making videos about Johnny Storm not being
not as loud as the Snyder people.
Yeah. Well, no, they're not. But I don't think the Snyder people helped Superman. I think Superman's issue was people wondering if DC was going to be able to turn the ship around. I think that's what people were wondering about.
Superman also just had better marketing than I've
I
seen for a
agree.
movie have in a long time. Like Superman has been at like Dairy Queen and like every like
Yeah.
restaurant around here. Like posters
All the
are
dog food
everywhere.
brands.
And
A
now
dog food,
there,
yeah.
Yeah.
and
it's
now there's like a
everywhere.
500 increase in pet adoptions. So
Right?
I did see that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but to be honest, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the people. If you're only adopting a dog because a movie told you to, are you adopting the dog for the right
You don't
reasons? Because that
really
dog is
care.
most
Yeah.
likely going to be back in that
Yeah.
adoption center in about a week.
I will
which
say,
I don't. Yeah, so I'd like to see
Right.
like the month after. Do you still have that dog? Because I think that's worse for the dog
Agreed. Yeah.
So-
than it just staying there.
my plans right now is on Monday will be a Fantastic Four stream. We're going to go over all the stuff we didn't go over tonight, which is all of the like numbers and projections and stuff like that, and issues with it. There might be some more updates between now and then. I'm assuming they're going to be watching the ticket sales over the weekend. I will say that my local theater was pretty much sold out, so we did have to fight to get tickets. But we'll go over that on Monday. That'll be the thing for Monday, and then Thursday night I will talk about my non-spoiler thoughts on Fantastic Four. And then the following Monday, we'll do just like we did Superman, and it will be, for anybody that goes to see it, there'll be a Fantastic Four spoiler chat. And we're going to be joined that night by Glimmercast. She's going to be joining us on the Fantastic Four spoiler chat. It's going to be the first time here with us. So I've already spoken with her in DMs. She's going to be here. So that will be her first time here as we talk about Fantastic Four. So the next 3 streams will have Fantastic Four stuff in them. But you're absolutely right. We could have been talking about it like over the last 2 weeks before it came out, but it came out so close to Superman that it's been overlapped a little bit with Superman. But I also think it's going to hurt Superman. So this, like, I don't think this was a good decision from either company. I think Fantastic Four could have waited like another week. Like they could have pushed it back one more weekend to give it a little bit more breathing room, but they didn't. And we're going to see if the risk pays off. We're going to see if Superman holds strong on Fantastic Four's opening weekend and affects their box office, or if Fantastic Four kills Superman's momentum.
Well,
I mean,
that's the big thing, Eric. Are you getting the Fantastic Four skins or the Fantastic Four skin care?
Well, it's gonna be interesting because, like, again, like so far, 2 out of the 3 big movies this month that we've talked about have done well, which is interesting. Like Jurassic Park made a lot of money. Superman seemingly is going to get their money back.
Even though the word of mouth for Jurassic Park hasn't been great.
Dinosaurs, man, like people don't give a shit.
As anyone else's like my fucking TikTok.
Oh wow,
feed.
I didn't realize this. Jurassic Park is already around 600 million worldwide right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
My TikTok feed is just like Spinosaurus. It's just like this Spinosaurus thing.
You're right. You're right, Darren. Like it didn't need word of mouth internationally. So
this would be like a legit like DC versus Marvel box office.
it's the first time in a long time that we've had this.
I'd love if all 3 could be like successful. Like that'd be the best case scenario here.
I think that we're going to see a combination. I don't think the opening weekend is going to define Fantastic Four because I think people might be running out of money. I think we're going to see like over the next, like from this upcoming weekend with Superman throughout most of August, we're going to be watching to see like what Fantastic Four ends up doing. So
do you think Warner Brothers pulls the pin and they do the digital?
The what?
The digital like release of Superman.
Ooh,
Like, do you think
I don't know.
Warner Brothers is really weird. They go really late with it.
But you're right, though. You're right.
They'll have their movie out and then they'll just go, oh, by the way, next week it's out on digital. They just go really late.
Oh my God, that would set such a bad standard for Supergirl because then people would say we don't go see it in theaters. We'll see it in like a month.
I hope not. Yeah.
Because that was the issue with. I remember they did it with the Batman. It was like a month or something, or maybe like a month and a half after the movie came out.
And then it just happened with Squad where they released it on the same day.
And then it just happened with all those other movies in the back half of 2022, like Black Adam. It's just like we didn't have to go because you knew, like, if they did it with the Batman, that movie started off well. Like that easily could have been, like, it didn't get close, but it, like, you know, based on that first week, it could have been $1 billion.
Yeah.
And they released it on digital.
All the Fantastic Four stuff for tonight, which included a conversation about this, we're going to save for Monday night. So come back on Monday and we'll talk about it.
Here's my final thing I'll say, Eric, that does kind of concern me with Fantastic Four. Starting next week in America, at least, kids start going back to school.
Right.
Like summer blockbuster season's about over, and that does concern me a little bit. You
know what I think that means? I think because you know how like the like Superman had those numbers where like, oh, the biggest Monday, the biggest Tuesday. It was because kids weren't in school. So they would like people were shifting, okay, we're going to go on the weekdays.
Right.
So that might just mean that it just has a bigger weekend and then it has a decent drop off from your Sunday to Monday.
But this also might be why they didn't release it in August. Maybe they wanted to get it out before
100%.
August. So
Yeah, and like just think like back to school seasons are very tough on parents because it's like obviously like time is an issue, but also they have to buy notebooks and pencils and all that. Like they don't have a lot of money to be going out and going to the movie theaters.
I do want to also point out that this is one of the first Marvel movies that we've had in a long time that you don't need to know anything about anything going into it. It's a blank slate because everything we need to know about these characters we should find out in this movie. Like there's no previous stuff to bring with us. There's no homework to do, as people would say.
I don't know if casual audiences know that though. Is the thing, because like I had a friend when that first trailer came out. I was like, okay, so where on the timeline does this sit? And it's like, well, no, it's something separate. They're like, I don't understand. So I feel the very casual audience is just going to think this is like a prequel to the MCU or like set in the future or something.
Wait, so we don't have to watch Fan Four Stick?
So I do still think there's that barrier to entry for some people, which I think is what's helping Superman. Right? Superman, you need like nothing. I think everyone kind of knows this is something completely new, completely fresh, and you're seeing people who don't typically watch these comic book movies going into this being like, oh, I can just watch this movie. I don't have to know anything else.
I hope you like said like it's separate, but it's also connected. It's not like basically Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire's, out of the MCU.
Well, I do think that they've tried in the marketing to let you know that this is not like there's no Thor coming in, there's no Iron Man, there's no, you know what I mean? Like they've tried to do that, but we'll see. We'll have to check. I want to pause the Fantastic Four stuff. We'll talk more about it on Monday because I have a bunch of stuff bookmarked that I had like 5 tabs of it. So we'll save all that for Monday. So this is Cameron with the $5 super chat. Says, Eric, have you seen that DC has a list out of what times for San Diego Comic-Con? So DC All In is going to be Thursday the 24th. Batman Azteca, Warner Brothers Animation panel is also going to be on the 24th. Then on the Saturday, there's nothing on Friday. DC Comics, Saturday the 26th is going to be Metropolis and Beyond. Saturday the 26th is going to be DC Comics Gotham City panel. Saturday is going to be at 3:30 to 4:30 is HBO Max Peacemaker Season 2 panel. I might be live for that. Like I might go live on that afternoon just to chat about what's that, because we might get other. I firmly believe we're going to hear more about DC. We just don't know it yet.
Well, the thing is that they have the Warner Brothers panel,
right?
And that's usually where they slot DC in.
Yeah, and then we have Jim Lee and friends. So I will definitely consider going live on Saturday afternoon of that weekend. So we'll see.
On here or the other website?
The other website for sure.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Chaps out.
Yeah, exactly. Assless chaps, as they say.
All chaps are assless.
Yeah, they are. All right. So I want to give a shout out to everybody that joined us. Lance for coming in and causing drama, not paying his employees.
Well, didn't he go to the Jerkmate Regionals or something?
Oh no, it's like we're not going to talk about that. Darren for hanging out. Thank you, Jake, for being here. Thank you, 3Dub, for being here, and Paigey for coming in and shaking things up. I appreciate it. And I will see everyone on Monday. We're going to be talking about Fantastic Four, and we'll do some more stuff that you guys voted on. Matter of fact, do we have one more to pick? I think we do. No, we got it already. It was Arrowverse ships. All right, so we're good to go. All right, we're out of here. I'll see everybody on Monday. Take care.